after a courageous and inspiring battle with brain cancer. Our precious Grace will never see the impact and mark she has made in our community, but it is one that will assist many in their upcoming challenges that lie ahead. And for all that, we are very thankful for the courage and strength she portrayed. The jerseys being worn by the Big Sticks players tonight will be auctioned off after the game, and all proceeds will go to the Dickinson State University Softball Endowment Scholarship, sponsored by the Dickinson Diamond Softball Club, the Badlands Big Sticks, and the Go Grace Go Memorial Fund. Please join the Badlands Big Sticks, Dickinson, and surrounding communities as we observe a moment of silence in memory of sweet Grace Bitner. Thank you. You will see 12 Big Sticks players holding balloons on the field. 9 of them represent Grace's 9 years she was with us, and 3 balloons representing the 3 years since she has been gone. The Big Sticks players will now release the balloons, sending them up to heaven, letting Grace know she is still in our hearts and memories. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare of bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Fans, please direct your attention to the pitcher's mound as Grace's 2 brothers, Grant and Owen, will be catching the ceremonial
in the first game of the series.
Then it will be thrown by current Dickinson State University softball players.
We're just able to control the Big Sticks and put up big numbers, 15-4 and 10-5, the 2 wins in a row for the Moo, and then the Big Sticks winning last night's game 10-5. As a bit of a reversal in that 4th game of the series as we got our first pitch there. Again, it's Go Grace Go night, and we'll talk about that as we go on throughout today's ball game. But as I said, a rubber match between the two teams here, 2-2. And with that, we'll bring in Sam Young a little bit. Sam will be joining me up here, up in the broadcast booth tonight. So as always, I like to say, Sam, how are you doing today?
You know, Luke, I'm doing pretty well. It's going to be a good one. The boys actually started to have some fun last night. We were down there. They erupted for about 20, 21 hits last night. It actually seemed like, you know, they were ready to play, and that's what Coach Cam was down there talking to him in the dugout, too, about them for during those 2 losses.
Yeah, exactly. And like we said, some of you may have heard it on the broadcast last night, that game. Coach Cam put it up to his father in the hospital, so it was a big win for the Big Sticks last night. But with that, we'll talk about our starting lineups here. First, we'll start with the Fremont Moo. Nick Balch on the mound with Matt Spear, the catcher tonight for the Moo. Bentley Bookout at first, Kanan Dodge at second, and Tyler Harrington at third. Austin Baskin at short to round off the infield. Then in left, center, and right field, Zach Semayoa, Ben Higdon, and Nico Azpilcueta. And then Jared Snyder, the designated hitter for the Moo. Shea Bennett, the head coach of the team from Nebraska. As for the Big Sticks tonight, you may think that it's very identical, and it pretty much is. Jonathan Lerma on the mound tonight to start things off here in the top of the first. Daniel Rogers moving from first to catcher. Derek Calvillo at first now tonight. Sean D at second. Alex Erlob at third, and Alex Thurston at short. Then at left, center, and right field, Austin Bunn, Jaden Singleton, Jackson Fisher, and then the DH for the Big Sticks, Carson Lundmark, and of course the Big Sticks led by head coach Cam Johnson. But for the Big Sticks here, very exciting game, as we'll see the winner of this series.
Oh, yeah. Should be fun. Both teams like to hit. Both teams like to score. So hopefully we can keep it competitive tonight.
I mean, really, the only game that we've seen this series was that 4-3 win for the Big Sticks, in which we saw low scoring. The last couple games have been very high scoring. So that first pitch there from the starting pitcher, Jonathan Lerma. He makes another start here today for the Big Sticks. Was foul tipped by the leadoff batter, Kanan Dodge, to make the count 0-1. His last appearance was against the Horseheads in the 8-4 win. He pitched 3 innings and gave up 7 hits and 4 runs, as Kanan Dodge takes this one up, and that one will end up short of the bullpen of the Moo, as that'll go foul for an 0-2 count. But again today, lots riding on this game. As I said, the series winner is decided. And it is a beautiful day here in Dickinson, 79 degrees with 8-mile-an-hour winds from the north. As that 0-2 pitch swung on into the ground, Rogers with the throw to Calvillo at first, and that will be a strikeout for Lerma to start the game off. That's going to do a world for him throughout this game as far as confidence goes.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Get the first guy, pretty much 3 pitches, sit him down. I've never really talked to Lerma much, but everything I've heard about him, great guy, super quiet, always says hi, and hey, he's out here. Great start.
Well, great start so far, as he'll have to go up against Ben Higdon here. Lerma 3-0. As the pitchers for the Big Sticks, as that's a swing and a miss there by Higdon to make the count 0-1. The Big Sticks pitchers, it seems like they get stuck at those 3 wins. They have a handful of pitchers with 3 wins this season, just can't get over that hump. Lerma trying to do that here tonight, as his 0-1 is that. A little bit of a reversal, as Ben Higdon is going to take that pitch into the back off of Lerma. So after a strikeout to lead things off here of Kanan Dodge, Ben Higdon will trounce down the first baseline after he was hit on that 0-1 pitch. But Sam, for those that don't know it, what do you do here? You're just up here to get the experience of broadcasting. What do you do here when you're not up here in the broadcast booth?
Yeah, exactly. Usually I'm down on the field. They give me a microphone, and I'm running the games between innings. A lot of fun, just trying to keep everybody energized and into the game fan-wise. And so usually we have a pretty good performance, and fans like it. We hear good stuff about it, and tonight we should have some fun games too. Set those up, and Maddie and Victoria, they're capable. They got it.
Yeah, of course. It's kind of like a baseball team. You got to rely on the other people, not just yourself, to get the job done.
Exactly. And hey, we did it before. Was it 2 or 3 nights ago? I had to run stats when you were sick, and they were able to do it. I have all the faith in the world in them. It just now I get to come up here, talk some baseball.
There you go. The former baseball player yourself. We'll touch on that maybe a little bit later into the broadcast, but after those 3 pitches from Lerma, 3-0 count here on Austin Baskin, the shortstop, as he looks to be the second runner on here in the top of the first inning. Lerma's going to try a pickoff move here of Higdon at first, not in time.
And it looks like we got a little bit of a shift going on here. A couple guys right behind second base. We're looking for hopefully a 3-0 ground ball.
As Lerma on the 3-0 pitch, that one upstairs, called ball 4, and after a strikeout to start things out, it's going to be a hit by pitch of Higdon and then a walk on 4 pitches of Baskin. So that'll put runners on first and second here for Lerma. But talking about that a little bit, as a pitcher, when you start off the inning great like that with a strikeout as Matt Spear into the box here, what does it do to your confidence, and what are you thinking through on the mound as far as how you want to handle these next few batters?
Yeah, so it almost seems like the hardest thing in baseball to do is go 3 up, 3 down. It always seems like somebody gets on. So you get on with the strikeout, you're feeling great, and then you come back 2 pitches later, hit the next guy, and it kind of throws your confidence off a little bit.
Is that kind of maybe what we saw with that 4-pitch walk of Baskin just a bit ago? First pitch on Spear hit the strike zone. On that 0-1 pitch, Lerma low and away. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Yeah, so you're hoping Lerma takes a nice deep breath here. That's 5 in a row. Take a deep breath, find some control, throw something in there, throw your best pitch, get a strike. If this guy hits it, okay, we have a defense, they're going to make a play.
The 1-1 hit up the gut, that one to second. A double play here, 4-3 double play, just like Sam said. Oh man, you may take my job up here. As on the field there, Sean D. A hot shot right off the right side of the mound into D's glove. Steps on second, and then the throw to first in plenty of time to Calvillo. So a double play ends the inning, and Lerma's able to head back into the dugout. No run surrendered in the top of the first. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, the bottom of the first inning. Don't go anywhere, folks. More Big Sticks baseball on the way.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
After the game, stop by Blue 42 Grill and Bar and top off the evening with a burger and beer. Blue 42 is a great place to meet your friends after the Big Sticks game. Try one of our 24 rotating beers we have on tap, and while we specialize in handcrafted burgers, our appetizers are out of this world. Log on to blue42grill.com for a complete menu and to see what beers we have on tap. Blue 42 Grill and Bar, located in historic downtown Dickinson. See you after the game.
We share the same frustrations, and the same things make us proud. We witnessed their first smile together. We are here for you when you need us most. CHI St. Alexius Health. Imagine better health.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. The modern-day Nostradamus, Sam Young, just getting his first inning under his belt, and he calls a 4-3 double play and letting the fielders make a play as Sean D. able to get the grounder from Matt Spears' hit ball off the mound. And he steps on second, throws it to Calvillo at first to end the inning. So the defense back in Lerma up here as we'll get our first look of the Big Sticks bats tonight. As last night, absolutely on fire. 21 hits for the Big Sticks in last night's 10-5 win over the Moo. As to lead off here in the bottom of the first inning, it's going to be Jackson Fisher. Again, everyone in the lineup for the Big Sticks last night was able to get a hit. The only one that wasn't per se was Ethan Babcock-Berry, but that's because he only got one at bat. So Big Sticks looking to continue that here today.
Oh, yeah. Jackson Fisher, he's kind of the utility guy for the Big Sticks. He's played first, catcher, second. He's in right tonight. So he's doing a little bit of everything. And actually, crazy story, last night he swung at the ball. I think he hit it fair, but it didn't hit the bat. Instead, it hit the side of his hand. And so he came over to the trainer tent, and that's usually where I'm at. His whole hand was swollen up. They wrapped it up, got him back out there. But I was like, wow, Fish, that was a pretty big bruise.
Yeah.
Crazy swelling.
I was going to say, as his 0-1 is a high fly ball into right field, tracking it back, and that one is going to hit the wall. Jackson Fisher heading to second now. The throw in, not in time. Jackson Fisher with a leadoff double here to not only start the day off for him, but already a runner in scoring position as the DH Carson Lundmark up to bat now.
And that's exactly what you want to see. Big leadoff double from Fish there. Usually not the guy that leads off. I think he led off last night. He just does his job, brings up Carson, probably one of the biggest bats that we have in the lineup. So anytime he's at the plate, there's a chance for the ball to leave the yard.
And like I said last night, he really loves the right-handed pitching matchup. And that's what he has here tonight with Nick Balch. And he pitched in the 10-5 win for the Moo in 2/3 innings, allowed 2 runs across and 4 hits. First pitch too high there, called ball 1. And we were talking about this before the game. Tied 8-8. Zane Scansey for the Moo, not in the lineup today. I believe they said he was dealing with a quad injury, but not in the lineup today. And Carson Lundmark up to bat, 8 home runs each, both of them joint highest in the league right now.
Yeah, I would love to see Scansey in the lineup tonight. He's 4 home runs in 4 games, putting him over the trees in left field. Pretty insane to watch the ball fly off his bat. But maybe Carson can get a little bit of a lead here in the home run category.
I was going to say, without Scansey in the lineup for the Moo, we'll see on this 1-0 Balch. That one, hefty swing, foul tip there by Lundmark. That'll even the count up at 1-1. And something that I'm watching behind here, and you know, obviously since you have the experience, Fisher, when he's leading off there, what does that do? It seems like a battle in itself between the base runner and the pitcher, and he's not only having to worry about Lundmark, but Fisher as well at second.
Oh, for sure. I've seen Fisher. He's kind of one of those dogs. He can steal a base. He's not afraid to go and try it. He's been thrown out a couple times, but it's good to see. He's got that real good energy out there. So it wouldn't surprise me if he tried to take third. It doesn't look like they're really holding him on too close. But also I think he might be kind of just chilling out there for now to let Carson just do his thing. You don't want to take the bat out of his hands.
As Carson here now sitting in the 1-2 count, trying to push Fisher home from second. Balch on the 1-2. That one too far inside and a bit low. That'll even the count up at 2-2.
Yeah, especially with 2 strikes, you're not trying to steal because the batter's going to be swinging. Get caught in a line drive, double play, that kills all of our momentum. So I think he's just out there probably looking at the signs. I just seen him take a peek at the right fielder just in case to see if he can, if Carson can put the ball deep enough to tag up and get to third.
The 2-2 swung on and fouled behind here from Lundmark. And a bit of confidence from Lundmark that I saw yesterday, but he said that he was going to hit a home run yesterday. Unfortunately, didn't get the chance to see one from Lundmark, but again, it's that right-handed matchup that he loves. He says if it's a lefty, he's not necessarily going to get the same success that he sees against right-handed pitchers, as he's going to call time here with Derek Calvillo on deck for the Big Sticks.
Yeah. A lot of times for a lefty, they grow up facing right-handed pitcher, right-handed pitcher, right-handed pitcher, and you can really see the ball well off of the opposite side. That's why you always see righties in the big leagues. They thrive against lefties. You can see the ball just a little bit better.
As this 2-2 pitch, a high fly ball into shallow center field, and Ben Higdon able to track that one for the first out of the inning as Carson Lundmark flies out in his first at-bat here. But that brings up another batter that the Moon need to be worried about, Derek Calvillo, as in last night's game, Derek Calvillo 2 for 4, and his base hit in the 5th inning was a 2 RBI base hit. And that was something the Big Sticks did well yesterday, is they didn't even have runners, let's say, in the best position to score, but they made it so with the way they were able to hit the ball.
Oh, yeah. Calvillo just needs to find some grass here as he rolls over to the shortstop.
And the throw in takes him off the bag, but able to get back down, book out. So on the first pitch, Calvillo grounds out to short, as that will bring up the second out here. And we've seen Calvillo, he really likes those first pitches. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've noticed a lot of the time Calvillo usually likes to swing at those first 1 or 2 pitches and then battles away in the count with pitchers.
Oh, yeah, usually the first pitch, the pitcher's trying to get a strike, and sometimes it's the best pitch you might even see all night. So if you're up there ready to attack, you can do some damage with it.
As Austin Bunn here up to bat, went 1 for 5 yesterday. He had a base hit in the 7th inning as that first pitch by Balch, that one just misses.
And he started Bunn out there with a little bit of a curveball action, trying to switch it up for the 4-hole there.
Now here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 1st inning, Fisher able to get a leadoff double, but has been left on second here as that 0-1 pitch. A check swing there from Bunn. He's able to hold off on that high pitch. Makes the count 2-0 here. If Bunn were to get on base here, Daniel Rogers, new man around town, playing catcher tonight, would get his first at-bat, the 2-0. That one outside part, called strike 1. Makes the count 2-1.
Yeah, that just wasn't the pitch that Bunn was looking for. It was a fastball, but it was on the outside edge. He's looking to pull the ball into that left center gap.
We've seen him a few times have those balls. They are hit well. He makes great contact. It's just the ball always seems to find that fielder, as that 2-1 pitch too far inside, and that'll make a count sit at 3 balls and 1 strike here in the bottom of the 1st inning.
Yeah, this is the time that if Bunn's going to do some damage, it's with this pitch right here. Looking to just find some grass. Jackson's fast enough to get to home, so even if this thing dribbles into center field, the run would most likely score.
Balch here, still eyeing Fisher, the 3-1. Too far outside, ball 4, walks Austin Bunn, puts a runner on first and second, and now Daniel Rogers, who went 1 for 4 yesterday, was walked in an at-bat and was scored by, or helped out to score from his other teammates twice yesterday, 2 runs. It's Daniel Rogers, as I said, and this reminded me today, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but I went into Loras College, the D3 college where Rogers plays baseball, the Dewhawk. We'll talk about what a Dewhawk is as we get further on into the broadcast.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Well, you're going to get a little bit of a mascot history lesson here, because apparently it's a controversial topic.
Okay.
And as that first pitch too far outside on Rogers, makes the count 1-0 here. I was talking with Steve downstairs a little bit, and he said he liked the confidence that Rogers showed in yesterday's ball game. Just playing his first game for the Big Sticks is that 1-0 pitch called strike 1.
Yeah, there's something about it when somebody just shows up and they produce. He comes in, catches pitchers he's never seen before. Like we said, it's just a summer collegiate league out here. And so he's never seen these guys before, don't know how their balls break or anything like that. And so he's coming in, he's just coming in to produce.
Batting .418 in D3, as this is going to be a grounder to third, and instead of throwing it to first, Harrington is just going to take the easy out of Fisher at third. So that ground out ends the inning here for the Big Sticks, and unlike yesterday where we saw 3 runs across for the Big Sticks and 1 for the Moo, no score here in this first inning of play. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
One of the kids asked, "Why are you helping us?" It just made me realize that this is why I'm doing it. Because of that question right there, we're going to be working with the University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital.
We don't just want to be the face of something, we want to get involved and do good things for other people because it makes you feel good.
From day one, Choice Bank has been extremely excited to partner with us. When you have partners and people that are that committed to what you're doing, that's when you have success, and that's when you are able to help more people and make a difference.
It's been a difficult year for some of us, and Consolidated is here to help by providing the Affordable Connectivity Program to qualifying customers. If anyone in your household qualifies for certain government benefits, Consolidated may be able to reduce your current broadband bill by up to $30 a month. Visit acpbenefit.org to learn more and to see if you qualify. Consolidated. Reach the world from here.
We are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust. Only 1 hit between both teams here in the first inning of play. And we saw 28 hits combined in yesterday's ball game. 7 for the Moo, 21 for the Big Sticks. As Lerma back out onto the mound here. And going back to last inning in the top of the first. Had the double play call by Sam up here as Matt Spear grounded out to second to Sean D for the double play off of the throw to first to Calvillo. So leading off here for the Moo is going to be Zach Semayoa, the left fielder.
Left fielder number 26,
As Semayoa yesterday
strikes out, all can beer.
only made 1 appearance as he was a pinch runner for the Moo. Lerma here. Outside. Called strike 1. That one looked maybe a bit too far outside, but Lerma's able to get the call.
Exactly. That's just perfect for Lerma as a pitcher. You always want to just see how far you can get off that edge.
So Lerma on the 0-1. This one swung in, fouled behind here. And like we saw yesterday with the beer batter, it seems like it holds a bit of a curse, as I believe it was Matt Spear yesterday who was the beer batter, and he struck out twice for the Moo. So down 0-2.
Yeah. I could see a changeup low and away here. Looks like they're going high.
As that pitch is fouled behind here by Semayoa.
So now they just changed his eye level here. I could see something off speed is coming. It looks like they think they just went 3 fast in a row. So if we can get him looking outside again, they'll change up action, get his bat sped up, and we ground out.
0-2, another upstairs pitch. That'll be called ball 1. Making the count 1-2 here.
Yep, still plenty to play with Lerma here. He's in control.
Well in control of the count again. He's only had that hit by pitch of Higdon and then the Baskin walk, as this pitch, a 1-2, fouled down the third base line.
Yeah, he was way ahead of that one. I wish we would have done that maybe 1-2 pitches earlier. Just because he was so far ahead of it and he pulled it way down the left field line. So now he can go pretty much anywhere with whatever he's thinking.
Lerma, as you said, in control of this at-bat. Trying to get another strikeout like he had to lead off. Is that 1-2? Punched out, called strike 3. As Zach Semayoa, the beer batter, strikes out here in the top of the second inning for the first out, giving Lerma his second strikeout of the ball game.
And that spot's going to be fun to watch if he's going to keep calling that all night. Lerma being the left-handed pitcher that he is, to the righty, it's almost impossible to hit.
It's Lerma. I talked to him a bit after the Horseheads game, which he pitched 3 innings, and he admitted that he got kind of lit up. But as he said after the game, it's just how baseball works sometimes. And at the end of the day, he was just happy to see the team get the win.
Yeah, exactly. With baseball, one of the biggest things you can always say is, hey, even if you have a bad game, you didn't do too well, it's like, hey, I got to play baseball again tomorrow. So it's always just next game.
It's this 0-1, a hard hit ball to Calvillo at first. Calvillo's going to flip it to Lerma, and Lerma steps on the bag for a second out here in the top of the second inning. And just like that, only one more out for the Moo as Nico Azpilicueta up to bat here.
Perfect PFP by Lerma there, getting up the line, going straight down, didn't cross over. Pretty much perfection.
Love it. Love to see that as Lerma here looking to get out of this inning. 1, 2, 3, and only about 5 or 6 pitches thrown. That one, 2 upstairs. That'll be called ball 1 here. Again, a great night for baseball here. Nice 79 degrees. And Lerma early on has been able to dial it up as the 1-0. Nice change in speed there. Gets the swing and the miss of Azpilicueta, called strike 1.
Oh, yeah, and like you said, with the weather and everything, finally it's not as humid. It's been humid the last 2 days. Guys have been dripping sweat. And so now they're actually out there comfortable.
As Lerma's 1-1 there, gets a little away from him, high and outside. He makes the count 2 balls and a strike here.
Yeah, and just like I said, hardest thing in baseball, it seems, is to go 3 up, 3 down. So hoping Lerma can throw this ball in the zone here and defense will make a play again.
The 2-1 pitch swung, fouled behind, and now Lerma is able to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes here.
Yep, 2s everywhere.
Chance to get out of the inning here. As Azpilicueta here, 3 home runs on the season, can smoke the ball. That 2-2, too low. Good block behind the plate from Rogers, as that'll make the count full here.
Wouldn't surprise me if they try and do that fastball low and away again, try and get that outside corner, see if they try and make the umpire make the call.
Lerma on the 3-2. This one swung on, a looper into right field, diving for and making the play in right field. Jackson Fisher.
The utility man.
What a play. We saw Austin Bunn rob a home run last night. This one not nearly, I wouldn't say not nearly as dangerous of allowing a run, but Jackson Fisher, what a dive there as he brings the 3rd out of the inning. And once again, Sam, hearkening back to what you said, as we see the catch here, outstretched glove of Jackson Fisher, relying on the outfielders and infielders to make a play, Lerma, to get out of that inning. So headed to the bottom of the 2nd, no runs across here for the Moo, as we will see who will strike first in this matchup. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing. To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
I wonder how much my car is worth. I just don't drive it anymore.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
I'm tired of my old car. I just want something different.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
What about boats and campers?
Dan Porter Motors will buy it. Now, for a limited time, Dan Porter Motors will give you the most for your car, boat, pickup, camper, motorcycle, jet ski, tractor. You get the picture. Just stop in, give them the keys, and they'll write you a check. It's that simple. See Dan Porter Motors, 58601.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark as a diving catch from Jackson Fisher spells the end of that inning off of Nico Azpilicueta's hit into right field. And so Sean D now to lead things off here. Again, one of the newer players for the Big Sticks, as he had a day yesterday going 4 for 5, only 1 strikeout, including a 2 RBI single in that first inning. The man on deck, Alex Thurston, as well.
Oh, yeah, and I really love watching D play. I think he's played third, second. I think he might have even hopped over at short for a little while. He's a big guy in the infield, gets things done. Great double plays, like we've seen earlier.
Like we saw earlier. You called it. I'm going to keep going back to that. I've called one home run this season, and I'm taking that. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't drop the headset, to be honest. That would have been a great moment to walk out on.
Hey, I was pretty excited about it, but I'm like, hey, now we got 9 more innings of baseball to call.
It's the 1-1 there, too high. That'll make the count 2-1 here. So we talked about it a little bit. What is your experience as far as baseball goes? Because I know obviously you played it in college. So tell the folks at home a bit your experience with the sport.
Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much my first summer without playing baseball since I was probably 3 years old and playing T-ball and sharks and minnows and all that good stuff out in the park and rec leagues as a kid. Played 2 years of college ball at Ivy Tech in Fort Wayne, who unfortunately their program's being cut after I think this year. But I mean, did it for 2 years. It was a lot of fun. It was worth it, a JUCO experience. And a lot of these guys, I talked to them, and it sounds like we're very similar in how our college experience has been so far.
That pitch high and inside on D. Aggressive throw of his equipment to the dugout, as that will be a leadoff walk here to start things off in the top of the second inning here for the Big Sticks. As now that brings up, welcome to the show, Alex Thurston. That's his walk-up song. And again, the Big Sticks in their purple and silver uniforms tonight for Go Grace Go. Those of you who don't know Grace Bitner, a young girl, 9 years old, who was diagnosed with a rare brain tumor, who unfortunately passed away as that pitch is taken high into left center into the glove of the center fielder, Ben Higdon, for the first out of the inning. As I said, Grace described as a little warrior by some people. And just reading the Dickinson State website here, her spirit, smile, and her memory will continue to hold a special place in the lives that she touched and the community she grew up in. So the Big Sticks before the game, a nice show. They had 12 balloons, which the players released, 9 of them representing the years they had Grace here, as this one a high drive into right field, going back and making not necessarily the most confident catch, but Azpilicueta nonetheless able to catch that one on the warning track, as Singleton and Thurston both flew out on the first pitch against Balch. But as I was saying, 9 balloons that represented her years here in Dickinson, and then 3 for the ones that she's been gone. So it kind of touched me a little bit. I'm not going to lie, I got kind of choked up when the players did release those balloons. So they're honoring her tonight wearing these jerseys as well, purple and silver. That pitch misses, ball 1 on Erlob.
Yeah, and if you look out in the crowd here tonight, I've seen Go Grace Go jerseys from years prior. People are out wearing them. They auction off these jerseys after the game, and all the proceeds go to I think the softball foundation for here in Dickinson. And so got a couple people repping the Go Grace Go jerseys tonight.
I have to say, those jerseys do. I got the chance to look at them a couple days before. I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday, before we wore them tonight. And I got to say, the jerseys do look very nice. That half and half purple and silver, as Erlob, a grounder here to second. Dodge not able to field it that confidently, but he's able to maintain composure and throw it to first for the third out of the inning. So a leadoff walk of Sean D, and then 3 straight outs end the bottom of the second inning and keep us tied up 0-0 here. So we'll take a short break, headed to the top of the third inning. But when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministry.
Welcome to the 2021-2022 school year at Dickinson State University. The DSU Heritage Foundation is excited to bring the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund to the DSU campus.
The Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund is comprised of your general and sport-specific giving, named scholarships, advertising, sponsorship of athletic programs, endowments, and program greatest needs support. Made possible by you, the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund and the DSU Heritage Foundation will award over $700,000 in athletic support for the 2021-2022 school year.
Donate to the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund today.
Visit us online at dsuheritagefoundation.org and help support Blue Hawk athletes in the classroom, in competition, and in our community.
Come soar with the Hawks.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. Luke Stera and Sam Young on the call for tonight's game. Into the top of the third inning as the Moo going through their 8-9 batters here. The two due up, and then the third back to the top of the lineup. First pitch here from Harrington, a high fly ball in the infield, and D backing off and letting Calvillo catch that one for a quick out for the Moo to lead things off in the top of the third inning.
Yeah, now let me tell you, as a first baseman, that's what I played in college and throughout high school and all that good stuff. A fly ball in the infield is one of the hardest balls to catch because the spin on the ball is so unpredictable. You're going to have balls with backspin that are going to keep tailing on you. You got balls that are going to come drop short. The wind's going to mess with you. So usually I always relied on my second baseman.
As that first pitch swung on and missed by Snyder. Jared Snyder, the DH for the Moo tonight. Calvillo there, taking one for the team. Put his glove on the line there and was able to bring it down. So the 0-1 from Lerma, that one misses. As that one goes past the glove, or rather hits the edge of the glove of Rogers to make the count 1-1. Top of the lineup due up here for the Moo. Kanan Dodge on deck.
Oh yeah, going out the 9 hole is one of the most important things to do in baseball because you don't want to walk him on and bring in the big bats of 1, 2, and 3. So it wouldn't surprise me if Lerma pounds the zone here and just hopes that the ball can find a fielder's glove.
And as you said, he's been able to rely a 4-3 double play. Ended the first inning, then a diving catch from Fisher. Ending the last inning as that pitch is going to make it a 2-2 count here as that one fouled up and over the Moo's dugout and out of play, and that will bring a 2-2 count here on the ice cream batter. Discounted ice cream up for grabs here. We saw Semayoa strike out. This 2-2 again foul, just hitting the top of the net to keep the ball from going into the stands here. Hopefully that one, haven't had any enter the press box, but I'm just saying, Sam, if one enters today, I might have to kick you out of here because you may be that bad luck charm.
That might be the bad luck, or it could be your time to shine.
That's true.
ESPN Top 10 play.
The 2-2.
There it is.
Outside part of the plate. Strike 3 for Snyder. As Lerma now 3 strikeouts, and both the beer batter and the ice cream batter go down. And that will bring the second out of the inning here for the Moo.
And if anyone's in the Dickinson area and you're not here, if you're here and ever the ice cream batter strikes out, take advantage. Yum ice cream. Very good. Had some last night.
Delicious. Love whenever Dave gives us the opportunity to eat that. Honestly, he kind of just is like, do you want some most of the time?
It's always yes.
As the first pitch there from Lerma called strike 1 as Kanan Dodge, one of the 3 strikeouts that Lerma has been able to get tonight. As Lerma threw 2 2/3 innings, only at 33 pitches, that one being his 34th. So that'll even the count up at 1-1. And that's the thing. We saw it with Steve in Caldwell in their 5-1 win against the Spuds. As far as the batters are concerned, is that one high and away, 2-1. But you don't want to play into the pitcher's game of just popping out on the first pitch or flying out on the first pitch a lot, because we saw Steve Marhefke last 8 1/3 inning against the Spuds, and solely on that reason. It's that 2-1 pitch off speed called strike 2.
Yeah, like we were talking about with Calvillo, he attacks the first pitch, but then also there's some other strategy that goes with it. If you start attacking early and you're doing weak pop-ups, you're not really doing damage with that first pitch, which then lets pitchers go a little bit deeper into the game and gives them even more confidence, and their stuff gets even better. So sometimes it's better to even, hey, sit back. If I let a strike go by, oh well, you get 3 strikes for a reason.
As Lerma here, sitting with a 3-ball and 2-strike count, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, a chopper to short. Thurston with the field. Throw to first in time. Another 1-2-3 inning here. 2 in a row for the Moo as Thurston able to field that and throw out. Dodge at first for the 3rd and final out of this top of the 3rd inning. So headed to the bottom of the 3rd and a bit of a change from most games. No score here as we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
So he is not here. So we're going to make this a big thing. If you're a veteran or an active service member, would you please stand? Hey, let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you for your service. So E&G Lending and the Big Sticks believe that every day is Veterans Day. So thank you all very much. Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. So we had the honoring of not just one veteran today, as I believe the veteran who was supposed to be here unfortunately got sick and was unable to make it out here. So it was an honoring of the crowd of veterans here today. Anyone that has served in the military stood up and was recognized by the Dickinson crowd here. But as always, I like to take this time, we have a bit of time here between the inning, to thank all service members who have served, will serve, or who are currently serving in our United States military. Your sacrifice doesn't go unnoticed, and as always, I'd say thank you.
So, yes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. As we start things off here, bottom of the 3rd inning, Jackson Fisher back up to bat here. He had that double in the 1st inning to start things off in this ball game, and he is the lone hit of this entire ball game.
Yeah, the last couple nights scoring like crazy from both sides, and then come up to the booth today, nothing quite. More of a pitcher's duel, but hey, still fun the same way.
It's Balch here, first pitch, 2 upstairs, called ball 1. As Balch so far hasn't struck out any batters and allowed that Fisher double, but has been able to keep the Big Sticks at bay so far through 2 innings. It's his 1-0. Called ball 2, low and away.
Oh yeah, now Fish is here. Probably sitting a fastball. Wouldn't surprise me if they came with a curveball here or something to get Fisher off balance. But I know if it was me up on the plate looking for fastballs, looking for something to drive.
So we'll see what Balch has in his bag of tricks. The 2-0. Looks like he did maybe went to that fastball.
Yep, another fastball, but it looks like he might just have a little bit of trouble locating to start the inning here.
That one was too high and maybe a bit way off the plate, so that'll make the count 3-0 here. So we'll more than likely just see Balch pitch this one into the strike zone, and Fisher will take it on a 3-0 count. This one a grounder to short, and Baskin able to get the throw out of Fisher at first. And most of the time when they do have a 3-0 count, you normally see the batter just hold off and not take, or just take the pitch.
Oh yeah, he's going to hear that in the dugout. It's 3-0, time to take a daddy hack. You're looking to put the ball over the wall, or else it's a failure. And so as a hitter, Just didn't work out for him that time.
As Carson Lundmark steps into the batter's box here, as we've seen it a couple times with Coach Cam Guevara as the third base coach and Jordan Price as the first base coach. I believe Coach Johnson's just in the dugout for the Big Sticks here, as that first pitch fouled by Lundmark to make the count 0-1, as Lundmark flew out into center field, into shallow center field. So we'll see if he can put one into play here for the Big Sticks with one out. Balch on the 0-1 pitch. Lundmark gets a hold of this one, a looper up and over the glove of Baskin into left center field. So Lundmark a long round of first, but he will stay and not try for second on that one.
Yeah, one of those little jam shots. He's going to need to pick up his thumbs after that one, but he got it up over the shortstop into the grass, and hey, that's all you can hope for.
Put it into play and was able to get on base. And now Derek Calvillo up to bat here. He grounded out to short. And one pitch does it again here. It sets up a double play opportunity for the Moo, which would end this bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, and I'm sure Calvillo is still looking for something to hit here first pitch.
Swung on, and this one will exit the ballpark up just behind the plate here, as that'll make the count 0-1 on Calvillo.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a changeup or he just threw his fastball a little bit slower. Showed up on the board at 78. He's been sitting around 83, Balch has. And so that might have screwed up Calvillo just a little bit.
As Calvillo now with the 0-1 count against Balch. Lundmark on first. The 0-1 as this one again exits the ballpark over the Moo's dugout, and now that puts Calvillo in the 0-2 hole here, but honestly not too worried about it, as yesterday he had the 0-2 hole in the bottom of the second inning and was able to get on base with a base hit. Had an 0-1 count in which his single drove home 2 runs for the Big Stick, so he's used to operating in that type of pressure.
Yeah, for someone that likes to attack early, he has to be ready to fight when he's down in the count. And so he always does well as he takes it outside there, with being able to fight with 2 strikes and not chase pitches like that slider out there.
It's that 1-2 count now as Balch with 1 out here after Fisher grounded to short. Lundmark on first, Balch on the 1-2 pitch. That inside pitch just misses. And that will even the count up at 2-2. A long hold there from Spear behind the plate for the Moo. Can't get the strike call.
Yeah, looked good up here, but I guess down there must have been just a little bit inside.
As Calvillo now evens the count up. As Balch on the 2-2. This one swung on, a grounder to second. Dodge able to field it, then Baskin with the throw to first. A 4-6-3 double play ends the inning here for the Big Sticks. Balch on the pitch. Calvillo takes it opposite part of the infield right to Dodge. Had a little trouble with that field of Erlob's last inning. No trouble there, as that will end the bottom of the third inning for the Big Sticks. And through 3 innings, no score and only 2 hits by either team. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
It's more than an international nonprofit organization. The Fraternal Order of Eagles is all about people helping people. They donate more than $10 million a year to local communities, fundraisers, charities, and more. On the local level, the Eagles Club of Dickinson has been serving the community since 1940. They offer lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. They also specialize in banquets, weddings, anniversaries, benefits, and more. Not a member yet? Stop down and visit them today. The Eagles Club in Dickinson. Call 701-483-3561.
Finding the right mortgage company can be a little puzzling. At ENG Lending, we make it easy by finding the right program that fits perfectly. From VA loans for our veterans to first-time home buyers, refinancing and debt consolidation. Piece by piece, we pay close attention to every detail so that every piece of the puzzle falls right into place. ENG Lending. It all comes together.
Call 456-LOAN right now.
Challenges and struggles are part of everyday life for all of us. At Infinity Real Estate Group, we don't back down and we take it all in stride.
Okay, don't move. I've done this before.
My turn.
In these struggles, there are no mistakes, only life lessons. We may not be that good at some things, but we do excel in real estate. We are Infinity Real Estate Group. Experience the Infinity way.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. Tied up 0-0 here into the top of the fourth inning. Is already through 4 innings in just under an hour here. As the 1-0 here by Lerma is fouled behind into the boards. That'll make the count a ball and a strike here.
Yeah. One thing I've seen from Lerma and Bulch, both, I always pay attention to the speed differentials from pitchers. You always want close to 10 miles per hour difference from your fastball and your off speed. And so Lerma will do that. He'll sit about 82, just like that pitch there, and then he'll throw a slider or a changeup or some sort down around 70, 71, and that just creates so much imbalance from the pitcher or from the hitter where, you know, if they're thinking fastball, they're not going to hit the off speed.
As Lerma here looking to have a better appearance against Higdon as he hit him on the 0-1. Rogers tracking that one, but into the stands and harmlessly, as that one will make the count 2-2 here. And Sam, you actually got a funny story about foul balls down there by the Big Sticks dugout. I believe you took one to the arm, I believe, right?
Yeah, so we're coming back down from the big shed here in left field with some games. I think it was for the beach ball bash in the 3rd inning. And I was walking down, I think it was with Victoria and Maddie. See the foul ball come up in the air. I was like, oh, here we go. Made sure, push the girls out of the way. And I was like, this is my time to shine. I'm telling the team, I was like, I can play. I got a chance at this. I'm going to say, I had something in my other hand. I had, I think, a beach ball in my other hand. So I'm trying to make the catch one-handed. Ball just gets up on me, bounces off my forearm. And then later that night when we're eating dinner, big Coach Cam, he was like, hey, how am I going to put you on the field if you're just going to drop fly balls? And I was like, ah, darn it.
As that 3-2 pitch into left field there is caught by Austin Bunn for the first out of his top of the 4th inning. But yes, I was right next to you when he said that, and I got a great chuckle. Coach Cam can be funny. When he wants to be funny, he can definitely be funny. As now up to bat here will be Austin Baskin for the Moo. Was walked in the 1st inning.
Oh, yeah, and that thing with Coach Cam, he has that switch. As a strength coach, I know he has it where he's all focus, but he can have some fun too.
As that is the first pitch, fly out into right field to Jackson Fisher. And so a pretty much the opposite types of at-bats. Higdon with a 3-2 count flies out into left field, and Austin Baskin on the first pitch flies out into right field. And so that brings up Matt Spear here with 2 outs, and the Moose still searching for that first hit in the top of the 4th inning.
Lerman's looking locked in right now. He started there, wanted to go a little bit of off speed. He's been going fastball a lot to start out batter, so switch it up a little bit, keep the guys on their toes.
As Lerma has been pitching exactly how he needs to be. That one misses high. A bit inside there on Spear, called ball 2. Makes the count 2 balls and no strikes here. 45 pitches for Lerma through 3 2/3 innings.
I like what I see from Lerma. He's done this a couple times tonight. He might get behind in the count, and then he takes a nice little walk around the mound. Sure, didn't seem like it helped him there, but he's dialing back in. 3 straight fastballs or 3 straight strikes here, and he'll be back into it.
As the count now 3 balls and no strikes against Spear. Spear grounded into the double play to end the 1st inning. Is that pitch outside, called strike 1, and that gets a look of Spear behind home plate as Jefferson Beck sits behind calling balls and strikes tonight with Arthur Hogan back in the infield. So that 3-1 pitch again. Lerma found the spot, attacked it again, makes the count 3-2 here.
Yeah, those close strike calls, when it's especially a 3-0, umpires seem to always open up the zone just a little bit more to help the pitcher just a little bit. And it always seems like it gives them a little bit of confidence to come back with another strike.
As this 3-2 is lifted into left field, giving chase, and unable, just short of that was Erlob, and it looks like he collided into that fence. A bit hard there. Player of the game in yesterday's ball game, and it looks like he's good to go. That just shows the heart of Erlob. Running all the way out from third base onto the fence line. As that will make the count stay full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. The second full count this inning for Lerma.
Well, yeah, if I'm on the defense here, I'm taking just a shuffle to the left side of the field. Now that's twice. He's fouled the ball off to the left side, so a step and a half. Give yourself a little bit of a cheating room.
As you said, that one lifted into the bullpen of the Big Sticks. As that will make it the 7th pitch. The next pitch from Lerma will be the 8th of this at-bat. His 3-2. Swung on, cracked to first base. Good field by Calvillo. Steps on first for the 3rd and final out of this top of the 4th inning. As through 4, Lerma with a no-hitter so far. And no runs across for the Moose. So tied 0-0, headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
At Justin Glass, they specialize in window replacement and repair while keeping the structure and safety of the vehicle intact. With over 20 years of experience, Justin Glass works with all insurance companies and have the best cash prices in town. Looking for something fun? Stop by next door and enjoy a round of golf and a beverage with your friends in their golf simulator.
Drive by the rest, then come to the best, Justin Glass.
Now more than ever, your safety depends on choosing the right body shop to repair your vehicle. Unfortunately, not every body shop makes the investment to stay current. The technicians at Legend Auto Body of Dickinson are certified in the latest auto body repair techniques. And we use eco-friendly Sikkens paint for the best possible finish on your vehicle. We're also certified with most major insurance companies to return your frame or finish back to its original condition. For a job done right, call Legend Auto Body today.
Digging it, the 811 game. Will you play by the rules? Choose your location. City home. Choose your project. Fence. Let's get started. Sure you're ready? Continue. Hold on. There's a whole network of utilities starting just inches underground. Call before you dig, or it could be game over. Stay on top of your game. Call 811 or visit nd1call.com.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. The Big Sticks and the Moo in the 5th game, the rubber match tonight. Not as many fireworks as we've seen in the last 4 games. Even the 4-3 game, we saw a walk-off win for the Big Sticks. So very entertaining ball game, that one. Last night was entertaining mainly if you're a Big Sticks fan with the 21 hits. And then the 2 games prior to that one, again, the Moo, 14 and 10 runs in 2 games. As now Austin Bunn to lead things off here for the Big Sticks in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Big Sticks have had runners on. Last inning they had Lundmark at first before the double play. Then Sean D led off with a walk in the 2nd inning. And Fisher left on second after his double to start things off. So the Big Sticks just need to send the runners home here as that first pitch upstairs called strike 1.
Yeah, it just seems like maybe the first and last game of the series is, hey, maybe they had a little bit of an agreement like, hey, we'll just get in, get out, keep it low and low scoring. But the middle games, we're going to put on a show.
It's the 0-1 pitch here from Balch. That one drops into the inside part of the zone to put Bunn in an 0-2 hole early. Bunn walked in the 1st inning in his last at-bat for the Big Sticks.
Yep, now Bunn here is on the defense. I've seen him chase a couple balls before during the series. So hopefully he can keep it tight here.
That 0-2 inside. He's able to foul it behind. Able to get the nick on that ball and stay alive in the account.
All right, best thing you can do. If you're not going to put it fair, knock it foul, give yourself another chance.
Spun here. As I said yesterday, went 1 for 5. Flew out to center, a couple more ground outs to third, and then had his base hit in the 7th inning. The power to take it as that 0-2. Balch trying to get Bunn to chase there on that outside pitch. Makes the count 1-2.
Oh yeah, that high fastball just right outside the zone is one of the hardest pitches to take because your knees lock up because you're like, that's a ball, and then the catcher catches it, and you're like, oh no, I might get rung up here.
As the 1-2 now for Balch. That one, it's going to be off of the bat there on Bunn, off the check swing, and he falls down in the box, and Balch able to field it and tag him out before he even got a step on that first baseline. As that will bring about the first out of the inning and bring up Daniel Rogers here for the Big Sticks. And now I think Rogers, again batting .418, led the American Rivers Conference for the Dewhawks of Loras College. Again, a bit of a history lesson in the Dewhawk. The Dewhawk, it's not a normal mascot, and I had to do a double take on it because I was very confused as to what a Dewhawk actually is. But apparently there's a whole story that goes with it. In the end, they chose Dewhawks because it was referring to a Free Press sports writer from the Columbia University from Dubuque. So they just took Dubuque Hawks, shortened it into Dewhawks. The name caught on, and the Detroit Free Press became the author of the team's mascot. They had a whole 15 choices, which they submitted the nicknames, and Dewhawk was not one of those, as that 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed there from Rogers to make the count 2-1. And the funny thing is, in that contest, which they were able to submit fan choices for that name way back in the early 1900s, Dewhawks still won. And so not being in the contest, no one knows who actually won that mascot contest, as the Mariners, Colts, Centaurs, Comets, Bobcats, all of the options. But then Dewhawks stuck for Loras College, and it's been the same since then. And I honestly love that, as the 2-2 pitch, high and outside. Rogers able to hold off to make it a full count pitch for Balch.
Yeah, with that Dewhawk, I guess sometimes it's just better to be unique, you know? Don't have to share any names, don't have to worry about reworking your logo at all. Just put a Dewhawk on it.
Exactly. Loras College, formerly called Columbia College, didn't have a nickname, and so they chose the Dewhawks, and as I said, it's been there ever since, as Rogers fouls that one off down the third base line as he stays alive here.
Yep, 3-2 here to Rogers. Just looking to keep the ball in play. Put the ball in play, good things happen.
It's Balch here, giving up 2 hits so far, but other than that has been able to do a great job both relying on his fielders, but not there, as that full count pitch actually goes behind. Spear behind the plate, and so out one low will walk Rogers to bring up Sean D here. Also walked in his first at bat, but now looking to advance Rogers from first to second, or maybe even third, to set up Alex Thurston on deck for the Big Sticks.
Yeah, but you got a big bat in Thurston coming up, who's been hitting the ball hard, just finding the gloves of pretty much all the fielders, it seems like. He's hit it hard everywhere. Something D could do here, lay a nice little bunt down. That's what we would do at my JUCO. Move just the guy to second, keep the line moving.
As that first pitch, D takes it outside, called strike 1. Again, both pitchers, both Balch and Lerma, as they're sitting right now, look like they could go at least another 2 innings. They're able to hold the success that they've both felt. A pickoff throw to first, not in time, and that one is going to cause Balch to crouch down on the mound as Bookout did lay the tag down, and it was very close.
Yeah, I think there's a play coming on, maybe a hit and run of some sort, because Rogers is kind of out there and slow to react. But on a hit and run, the key thing is you can't get picked off. That is the one rule, because you're not supposed to steal the base. The hitter is supposed to move you, and you're just supposed to get a running start.
It's that 0-1 down the pipe, called strike 2, gets D looking, as that will make him down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out.
Yeah, this is always the weirdest spot to be as a hitter because you had a broken play before. You don't really know what you're supposed to do next, and now it's 0-2, and it's like, all right, now I got to fight.
As another pickoff throw, this one not nearly as close as last time, as Rogers gets back plenty of time there. Again, Balch here, chance to get his first strikeout of D here. Balch on the 0-2. This one swung on. And D battling, fouls that one into the net behind home plate.
I don't think Rogers is going anywhere. It looks like they might have just put something on. Rogers is checking his little note card there. And then D steps out, does the same. But on 0-2, I doubt it would be much.
Yeah, and a double play would end the inning. That's what ended the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Big Sticks. Balch on the 0-2. D, a nice hit ball past the glove of Harrington at 3rd as that one escapes into left field for a base hit to advance Rogers to 2nd here. And that will be the 3rd hit for the Big Sticks tonight, as that brings up Alex Thurston with runners on 1st and 2nd and 1 out to get the fireworks going here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yep. And if I'm Balch, on an 0-2 count, you're really trying to get the ball outside. The ball could really never be hit that hard. I've learned that the hard way as a catcher when I started my high school career. Got screamed at a couple times, like, why are we letting the guys hit the ball on 0-2?
It's the first pitch here against Thurston, down low in the zone. Low out of the zone, called ball 1. Thurston took that first pitch, so maybe Balch was trying to get him to swing like he did on the first pitch when he flew out to center field in the bottom of the 2nd.
Oh, yeah, that's a great point. If you see a team swing happy, start throwing the ball out the zone a little bit, see if you can get them to chase and be weak with their contact.
As that pitch, outside part of the zone, called strike 1, gets Thurston looking. Even the count up 1-1 here. And again, Thurston did make decent contact with his ball.
Yeah, he's been one of the hottest bats in the lineup. It's just balls have been finding gloves instead of the grass.
It's this 1-1, a check swing, and Thurston clearly going too far on that check swing as that one low. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, and I think what started his hard hit ball slump, which I will now call it, was first game of the series. He had the chance for the walk-off home run that landed just short of the wall and caught. And ever since then, it seems like he's been off and on with just getting hits. Everything's hit well.
As the 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3 as Thurston goes down swinging here for the 2nd out of the inning. And now Jaden Singleton, the 8th batter for the Big Sticks, up to bat. Again, yesterday kind of was able to get out of the slump, going 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs off of his 3 base hits.
Yeah, Singleton's been kind of putting the lineup more and more now since there's injuries out in the outfield. I like to see him get it going just a little bit sooner. Seems like he might have a little bit of trouble with a fastball.
As this one's hit to short. Close play at 2nd, but they're going to say Dodge was able to receive that ball from Baskin for the 3rd and final out of the inning. So the Big Sticks, runners on 1st and 2nd, 2 straight outs, and we are still scoreless here through 4 innings. So we will take a short break, headed to the top of the 5th inning, but don't go anywhere, folks. More Big Sticks baseball on the way.
Make the most of your summer with a quick stop at Rosie's Food and Gas in South Dickinson. You'll find everything from live bait to lottery tickets. Pick up a hunting or fishing license, or even borrow a life jacket. Cool off with a for real ice cream shake, or pick up a snack on the way to the Big Sticks game. Rosie's Food and Gas, 1 block west of the Astoria Field in Dickinson.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity. It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety.
Efficiency.
Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
And the co-op is me.
At Sachs Motor Company, we would like to thank our military and first responders for all you do for our communities and our country by offering our military and first responder dealership VIP program. Just present a valid form of ID or proof of employment and you'll receive the GM supplier discount on new vehicles or $500 off pre-owned vehicles. You'll also receive 15% off on most service and parts. Get additional benefits by joining the GM My Rewards program. See SachsMotor.com for more details. And from our family to yours,
Thank you.
Chevy, find new roads.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
We are back here at Dakota Community as the Big Sticks and the Fremont Moo unable to put any runs up through 4 innings, and as we head to the 5th inning, it's going to be Zek Semayoa. The beer batter struck out by Lerma in the top of the 2nd inning, takes that first pitch, called ball 1 on Semayoa.
Yeah, Lerma's looking to get in here. He's been cruising through 4. He's working on his 5th here. So that one's fouled off over the right side of the stadium. Just keep it going quick. That's how he's been moving all night. Fill the zone, let the guys on the move get themselves out, and then get the occasional strikeout.
And he's only allowed 2 runners on, and they were both in the 1st inning with a 0-1 pitch which hit Ben Higdon, and then a walk of Baskin as this one is fired off down the line as Semayoa arrives to that pitch too early, and that'll make the count a ball and 2 strikes.
Exactly. Lerma has everything here he can use. He just got Semayoa early, pulled the ball down the left field line there. So he could go back again slow, speed it up high.
Wonder if he'll attack that outside part, which has been called the 1-2, and he goes outside, but Semayoa able to hold off on that one. Makes count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yep, and when you're at 2-2, you're looking to get a good pitch in there because you don't really want to go to 3-2 because that pretty much makes you have to go over the middle of the plate. So he's looking to see if he can get something to chase here.
2-2 swung on, and Semayoa fouls another one off here. That's 3 fouls for Semayoa in this at-bat.
Yeah, he's putting decent wood on the ball, even on these foul balls. So it seems like he's getting his timing down.
As Lerma now up to 57 pitches through 4 innings. So he's looking for his first out here in the top of the 5th, the 2-2. That one high and outside. And that will make a full count here for Semayoa. A longer stay for him than last time. 4 pitches he saw against Lerma before he was struck out looking.
Yeah, Lerma just took his little walk around the mound there, refocused. Big pitch here, 3-2. You don't want to let this guy on with a freebie.
Lerma on the 3-2. Swung on, popped up and over onto the awning above the concourse, as that'll make it another foul ball here for Semayoa. He's been able to find the contact, just hasn't been able to put it into play for the Moo.
All right, this is one of the fun little battles here. People are going to start picking up on it. What are we, 6, 7 pitches in?
We are going to be 7 pitches in after this 3-2 from Lerma. Swung on him, is strike 3 as Semayoa, another strikeout. 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts from Lerma. As Semayoa visibly goes to the dugout frustrated on that pitch from Lerma. And I'm telling you, it's that beer batter curse. Semayoa 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts.
Oh yeah, it looks like we're gonna be giving out a lot of beer then.
As the Fremont Moo here through 4 innings, as that off speed and enters the zone against Bookout to make the count 0-1. Through 4 innings, now 4 1/3, no hits for the Fremont Moo, and they haven't had a runner on since that first inning. The 0-1 here swung on, fouled up and above my line of sight, and that will put Bookout in an 0-2 hole here.
Oh yeah, Lerma starting off the batter here with that curveball. Pretty much if you can throw that for a strike, first pitch, you're going to get it. Most people are sitting fastball. They're not going to do much with the curveball if they're sitting dead red fastball.
This is Lerma here. His 0-2. That one low and away. Can't get the swing off of Bookout, as that'll make the count a ball and 2 strikes here.
Yep, and that's exactly what you want to do. But right now we have a shift on Bookout. So Lerma would almost be better just to come inside with it and let him ground out.
Shift right in the infield. Doesn't need to. A swing and a miss. Waiting for the umpires confirm on that one, as that will be a strike 3 called on Bookout, as Lerma 2 strikeouts in a row here in the top of the 5th inning, and he is definitely feeling himself. He said he wanted to get back on the mound after that 3 innings against the Horseheads, and you can tell that tonight.
And Lerma's almost one of those silent but deadly guys. He just wants to get up there and shove.
As Aspilcueta up to bat, and Lerma picking those pitches out perfectly, gets the swing and miss from Aspilcueta on that high pitch. Makes the count 0-1 here with 2 outs.
And I actually think on that last strikeout, I think Rogers held on to a tip back there.
Was it?
Yeah, and I think that's what the confusion was, because the umpire wasn't quite sure if he caught it, but even if Rogers didn't, he sold it.
He did sell it. So the 0-2 there, as Aspilcueta check swing, doesn't matter, called strike, and now Lerma. 3 strikeouts maybe, the 0-2. Outside, strike 3, he does it.
And they still get in that corner.
Now 3 strikeout inning, gets that outside call, and Lerma, man, he's feeling himself. 6 strikeouts through 5 innings, pitched for the Big Sticks, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning as the Moose still held to no hits, as Lerma, maybe a no-hitter brewing. Won't speak too soon, though. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
Clogged or slow-moving drains are no match for Josh and his licensed techs at Unplugged Drain Cleaning of Dickinson. They provide 24-hour service to solve all your sewer problems, using only the best equipment along with the latest drain camera technology to resolve issues while maintaining the integrity of your pipes. They take pride in thoroughly explaining your options, providing free estimates and great service, and making sure your issues are resolved permanently. Contact Unplugged Drain Cleaning at 701-290-9737 or online at unpluggeddrains.com.
Farming and ranching are more than just jobs. It's your way of life. And financially, you want to work with somebody who understands your way of life. More ag, less aggravation. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
If you're looking for a home loan or want to refinance your existing loan, the single smartest thing you can do is go to a credit union like Western Cooperative. We make it easy, you make it home. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean-burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most, with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company, locally owned, locally strong, the products you need with the service you deserve.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust. As in the middle of that inning, we actually had a stray t-shirt. We have the Bravera Bank t-shirts that we shoot off here into the crowd, and we actually got one, a stray one, come up here and into the hands of my co-host here, Sam, courtesy of Devin Hernandez.
Yeah, I mean, I got their attention somehow. Devin looked at me, gave me a little point. I was like, come on, dude, give it a shot, and landed it perfectly placed. It almost was like he could have been a quarterback with that slingshot.
As I've been waiting for one of the players to launch one up here this season, and we get it here as Erlob to lead things off for the Big Sticks. Count sits at a ball and a strike here. As Balch, the 1-1, swung on a hard hit ball to third, one bounce into the glove of Harrington. The throw to first, a little bit away from Bookout, but doesn't matter as Bookout catches it for the first out of this bottom of the 5th inning. As both teams here today, as I said, we've got a pitching duel between Balch and between Lerma, which honestly, there's a good middle ground. You don't want to have too many runs score, and you don't want to have not enough runs score. This is actually, I find this much more exciting to call than, say, a high-run ball game, as you get to see what the teams employ, and this is one of them, as Fisher is going to lay down a bunt. The throw to first into the glove of Bookout, but takes him off, so Fisher's able to reach first off of that bunt, and that's what I'm talking about. You have to strategize exactly what you want to do, and Fisher there catching the moo infield off guard, laying that bunt down.
Yeah, exactly. Fisher, he does it all, man. Lead off double to start the game, and then comes up here with a perfectly placed bunt. Balch grabbed the ball, threw it off balance, brings Buckeye off the bag. Jackson gets to first base. It was just, that was pretty.
And now setting it up for Carson Lundmark here, a base hit in the 3rd inning. Flew out to center field, but here in the bottom of the 5th, and again, it's about, maybe we're starting to get to that time where we see Lundmark launch one at Dakota, as that one swung on and missed, and Carson Lundmark holding his bat after that swing because he loved that pitch from Balch.
Oh, yeah, he wanted that one. If he would have made contact, that ball would have went a long, long way.
It's now an 0-1 count with one out here after the ground out from Erlob. We're going to check Fisher here at first. Balch, as that'll pick-off throw not be in time.
So I talked to Fisher after, I believe it was last night. He got picked off just standing there. I was like, hey, man, you know, what was happening? And that was when I found out that at-bat, that was when he hit his hand and all the swelling, and he just wasn't focused at the time. He was like, yeah, I screwed up.
As this 0-1 hit into the glove of Bookout, gets the out at second of Fisher, but Lundmark's able to get to first. And so on the fielder's choice, Lundmark will be at first here with 2 outs, and Derek Calvillo up to bat. Derek Calvillo in the 10-5 loss hit that solo home run to bring the score to 10-4 against the Moo. And so we've seen a lot of Big Sticks players in this lineup can hit the home runs. I mean, just going through, especially these 2, 3, 4 batters, Lundmark, Calvillo, and Bunn. I know Bunn and Calvillo have that home run in them, and it would be huge here if Calvillo could send one as he swings and misses at that first pitch to make the count 0-1 here.
Yeah, fun fact about Derek Calvillo, his spirit animal is a panda.
Did say that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, honestly. I can see it.
Exactly. I'm just surprised he doesn't swing a bamboo bat then.
Well, yeah, honestly, I'd love to see him swing a bamboo bat. That one taken high into left center field, but on the chase there, Ben Higdon able to catch that one for the 3rd and final out. That one looked good from up here, but again, the eyes can always trick you, and that's what it did there, as I thought maybe that one had a chance, but 4 up, and 3 down for the Big Sticks as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Still no runs between either team, and we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
If you have a ding, give me a ring. Western Dent fixes minor dents without painting. Visit our shop or call us for mobile service. For a free estimate, call Western Dent in Dickinson at 260-2803, your paintless dent repair specialist.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. Tied 0-0 here. Both teams still trying to break this deadlock through 5 innings. And the leadoff for the Moo, it's going to be Tyler Harrington to do just that. But Sam, you got something you want to say here real quick, so a special shout out.
Yeah, special shout out, Mom, Dad. Hear you guys watching. Appreciate it. Back home, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
260.
260, exactly. One of the greatest area codes in the nation, I think.
Just behind the 701, right?
Maybe.
As they first pitch from Lerma, high and outside, called ball one. No, the 402 is actually the best area code. That's good old Nebraska right there. As Lerma still on the mound, 3 straight strikeouts in that 5th inning. That pitch just misses either upstairs, outside, not too sure, as that'll make the count 2-0.
Exactly. It's kind of hard to call that from up here. Umpire clearly has the best view, but looked really good.
So Lerma is 2-0 there, low and away. That one, no debate. That'll make the count 3-0 here. As, again, I just keep hearkening back to it because it's just crazy to think about these two teams with how well they've been able to hit the ball. This is Harrington's 2nd at-bat, and we are in the top of the 6th inning of the ball game. And Lerma is 3-0. Right down into the strike zone, outside high corner.
That was one of those pitches there where if you're swinging 3-0, that would have been a great one to go at, but hey, maybe it's just a strategy to see if Lerma could get it across the plate.
That 3-1 pitch, called ball 4 too low, and that'll be a leadoff walk of Harrington. And as we're in the top of the 6th inning, and just going back to Lerma on the pitch count, right now he is just above 70. After that walk of Harrington, he'll be at 71 pitches, so still plenty left in Lerma. And I think not only for him, but for the Big Sticks bullpen, it would be great to see him finish out the top of the 6th and maybe see if he can get to that top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, right now for both the Moo and the Big Sticks, I'm going to keep throwing the same guys. They're out there. They're throwing well. I would start paying attention to the bullpen here if Lerma does get a 2nd walk in a row. But I think Rogers is doing a good job going out there, trying to calm them down, just be like, all right, hey, man, we've been doing this all game. Let's just keep doing what you're doing.
And that's always something that I've wondered. What are those conversations between the pitcher and catcher? Is it, big picture stuff, or is it more just focusing on the batter and then trying to figure out how to get that first out?
Yeah, so sometimes catchers all have their own different takes on it. Some catchers go out there and be like, hey, man, you feeling all right? How you feeling? What do you want to throw? That way they can just go up there and talk real quick. Other catchers I've heard, they'll go up there and just kind of make a joke. Try and just make the pitcher laugh, be like, okay, hey, man, it's not that stressful. Just keep it light. It's baseball. Throw the ball across the plate, and we got you. And so I've seen it both ways.
That pitch misses high and outside. More outside than anything. 2-0 count here. I'm on the 2-0 pitch. That one fouled behind here by Snyder. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike here. Snyder, the designated hitter. This will be the 2nd trip through the Moo lineup. He struck out in his first at-bat and will be at the top of the lineup. Kanan Dodge on deck for the Moo. Lerma's 2-1 won't come as he'll fire a pickoff throw to Calvillo at first, not in time.
Yeah, and I think also a part of Rogers' little talk out there was, hey, this is the 9 spot. Let's go attack this guy. Just fill it up, use your best stuff. And then that way, you're hoping for a little ground ball.
A 2-1 pitch. They're going to say that one made contact with Snyder, and that will send him to first. And now, after not having any any runners on for the Moose since the first inning, 2 on. Kind of a similar situation, just reversed for Lerma from that first inning. A hit by pitch of Higdon and then a walk in that first inning. Put runners on first and second with 1 out. Here, though, a walk of Harrington and then a hit by pitch of Snyder puts runners on first and second with no outs. And we're going to get a visit on the mound here between Coach Johnson and the Big Sticks infield.
Yeah, and back to that hit by pitch from Lerma. It was really close, and I've seen umpires call it both ways where they'll be like, okay, the batter didn't make an attempt to really move, so they're going to bring him back. But also, when you get to this level, if you get hit by the pitch, you get hit by the pitch. That's how I always kind of saw it. Whereas, like, I don't think he leaned into it, but you don't really need to make too much of an effort because the ball's coming in pretty quick. You really never know what's coming anyway. So I think it was a weak one, but it happens.
As Lerma, after a discussion here with Coach Johnson, is going to be tasked trying to get out of this inning. Again, the Big Sticks, a force out at first, second, and third, so opportunities to get the outs. If Lerma needs to rely on his infield, he did it all himself in that 5th inning, getting 3 strikeouts. But then for, going back, the fly out in which Fisher dove in right field on Espliqueta's 3-2 count and made the catch, and then the Sean D 4-3 double play. A bunt's going to be laid down here. Lerma quick to that one, and he's not going to be able to field that ball in his glove, so a bunt loads the bases here for the Moo with no outs.
You'll hear it in every sport. You got to get the ball first. Lerma just looked up just a little bit before the ball was in his glove, and you seen him reach up to grab it. Ball was still on the ground.
As Ben Higdon, again, no outs here, and the Big Sticks in a bit of danger of allowing the first run across in the top of the 6th inning. Lerma's first pitch, that one low and outside, called ball 1.
Yeah, this is Lerma's first bit of trouble he's been in. No outs, bases loaded. It's a high-stress situation. Looks like you got Erlob in on the grass here, but while Calvillo stays behind the runner.
It's that 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Higdon, evens the count up at 1-1 here. And if you get an out here, a strikeout of Higdon, it kind of takes that pressure off because it's just a grounder in the infield, could be a double play and get you out of this jam.
Exactly. D and Thurston over at second base. Ground ball to either of them. It's almost automatic.
As that pitch misses low and away to make the count 2-1 here on Higdon. Higdon hit by a pitch and flew out to left field in his 2 at-bats. The 2-1 swung on, fouled into the net, and now that sets up Lerma here with a chance to strike out Higdon with a 2-2 count. Still searching for that first out of this top of the 6th inning.
I will say if Higdon can get the ball in the air into the outfield, we don't have the strongest arms out there right now, so anything somewhat deep might drive that runner in from third.
The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3, as that will be the first out of the inning. So after getting into a jam here, Lerma able to get the first out on the 2-2 pitch against Higdon. So now the infield can help out Lerma here with a potential double play with Austin Baskin up to bat.
And this is pretty much a dream scenario. You get that strikeout with bases loaded, and you can take a big, deep breath, sigh of relief. You're like, all right, we have a chance here to get out with nothing.
First pitch here. That one will go across the plate. Strike 1 on Baskin. As Lerma may not even, hopefully, won't have to rely on his infield if he's able to do it himself here. His 0-1 pitch. This one swung on into center field, approaching it, making the grab. Runner's going to tag up. The throw's going to come in, and it's not in time. So Harrington able to get sent home on that sac fly from Austin Baskin, and that will start the scoring off here. First run of the ball game is going to go the Moo's way, and they still have not gotten a hit here today.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things as a baseball player. When you look up at the scoreboard and you're losing, but you're out hitting the other team, and you're just like, man, we got to just do something else on offense.
As it'll be Matt Spear here with 2 outs. Runners still on first and second here for the Moo. As Lerma's first pitch, that one misses. Too far inside. Makes the count 1-0.
Yeah, and I think that throw from Singleton might have had a chance if he was just 2 or 3 steps in from his starting position, because he caught the ball kind of low down by his waist. It was a great catch because the ball was dying. But the way you have to bring that ball up and the crow hop and all that stuff.
Oh, there was a great pickoff chance there for the Big Sticks, but the throw from Lerma to Calvillo couldn't arrive in his glove, as that will move now Snyder to third and put runners on the corners with 2 outs. Dodge was caught out in no man's land there, so if that ball does arrive to Calvillo, that would have been an easy out for the Big Sticks.
Yeah, that would have been a great one. Just slipped out of Calvillo's glove there.
And now the count sits 2 balls and no strikes here. Again, 2 outs for the Moo, so Lerma could get out of this inning, only surrendering that 1 run. It's the 2-0 pitch, another pickoff throw. Dodge able to get back in time this time, not having to rely on the Big Sticks.
Yeah, and this isn't Little League, so if he's running over there at first, Rogers has a good enough arm to get him out at second.
As this 2-0 pitch is swung on and a slow grounder behind. Makes the count 2-1 here. Spear double play, grounded into the double play rather, that ended the first inning, and then grounded out to first, albeit in a full count against Lerma to end the 4th inning. Looking to avoid his 3rd straight appearance where his at-bat ends the inning, as that pitch misses low and away for ball 3. And with 2 outs here and a 3-1 count, a walk would load the bases once again for the Moo. 3-1 pitch misses, that one goes behind. The flip from home to the base runner scores. Snyder from third, and Snyder with a little bit of a stare down of Lerma. He makes his way across off of that wild pitch. And so now a 2-0 lead for the Moo. As Spear goes to first and Kanan Dodge moves to second on that walk.
Yeah, you just wish that ball got blocked. I think Rogers went down to try and pick it, and the ball just bounces up over him. It's one of the things with playing on turf. The bounces are true, but they're higher.
As this pitch is taken into left center field, that one's going to drop, and the floodgates have opened as that one's at the warning track. 1 run scores for the Moo, and now 2 runs are put across as Kanan Dodge and Matt Spear sent home off of that double from Zek Semayoa. As that makes it now a 4-0 ball game, and the first hit of the night for the Moo is a double, a 2 RBI double for Semayoa. And now in the bullpen, you can kind of see in the background there, Logan Fragamini starting his warm-ups as Lerma now going up against Bookout. First pitch, low and away, called ball 1.
And I think Sam Marhefke just went down to tell Logan, hey, let's get it going. I know Lerma's been throwing well, but it's losing them just a little bit, so be ready for something like that.
4 runs across here in this top of the 6th inning, as that pitch is called strike 1, which will make the count 1-1 here on Bookout. Bookout struck out and grounded out to first in his previous 2 at-bats. This one, it's going to be a chopper to third here. Erlab with the field. The throw to first is not in time. And this inning will continue here as Bookout's infield single puts runners on the corners with 2 outs, and the 9th batter this inning, Nico Azpilcueta. As for the last 4 innings, It's been 1, 2, 3 for Lerma, but now going up against all 9 of the Moo batters here in this top of the 6th inning.
Well, they almost caught Derek napping there. Looks like they'll do it a little bit of delayed steal here. Ball coming home. And great play there by D, recognizing that, hey, runner on third was still coming, and then Rogers was able to hold on to the ball there. That was one of those weird, tricky plays. They found Calvillo napping behind first base and just took off.
What a play there as Rogers took a shot as Semayoa was heading home there, trying to get at home. So we'll take a short break. The Moo 4-0. They'll lead here, headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
After the game, stop by Blue 42 Grill and Bar and top off the evening with a burger and beer. Blue 42 is a great place to meet your friends after the Big Sticks game. Try one of our 24 rotating beers we have on tap, and while we specialize in handcrafted burgers, our appetizers are out of this world. Log on to blue42grill.com for a complete menu and to see what beers we have on tap. Blue 42 Grill and Bar, located in historic downtown Dickinson. See you after the game.
I've been coming to the centering classes since I first found out I was pregnant, and so almost 9 months now because I'm about to have a baby. When I found out I was pregnant, I was really nervous. I don't know, it was really scary and exciting all at the same time. It was nice to talk to people who knew what you were going through and could give you solid advice and also reassure you that, you know, your body's made for this, you can do this, and you are okay, you're gonna make it.
One of the kids asked, "Why are you helping us?" It just made me realize that this is why I'm doing it. Because of that question right there, we're going to be working with the University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital.
We don't just want to be the face of something, we want to get involved and do good things for other people because it makes you feel good.
From day one, Choice Bank has been extremely excited to partner with us. When you have partners and people that are that committed to what you're doing, that's when you have success, and that's when you are able to help more people and make a difference.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. The first run's across. And I don't say runs, I say runs plural for the Fremont Moo as they put 4 across in that top of the 6th inning against Lerma. And again, only 2 hits. They're able to get 4 across. Austin Bunn trying to start this inning off with a base hit, and he does just so. That's a good way to maybe get a couple more runs to answer the Moo. I mean, it was like yesterday. The Moo go up 1-0 over the Big Sticks, and then the Big Sticks take the 3-1 lead. And then they saw that lead until the end of the ball game as Daniel Rogers up to bat here.
Yeah, I'm sure Lerma's in the dugout not feeling too great, but I feel like he might have got a little bit of a smile seeing Bunn get that first little hit. See the offense fight back here.
Again, 5 hits for the Big Sticks, but no runs across. Rogers takes this one through the gap into right field. Austin Bunn's going to get held up at second, so 2 hits in a row for the Big Sticks. And now we're in business as that'll put runners at first and second. Again, both pitchers pitched 5 innings, no score. Lerma gives up the 4 runs in that top of the 6th inning. And now Balch might start be feeling the heat from the Big Sticks batters as 2 base hits from Bunn and Rogers, both into right field. And now it's going to be Sean D. Already has a base hit in the 4th inning. And now a chance to maybe drive the first run home for the Big Sticks.
And wouldn't it surprise me if he goes early, starts swinging often. It seems like Bunn and Rogers both took an ambush tactic.
They saw success, and D's going to lay down a bunt here right back to Balch. Balch with the throw to first, in time, but the runners advance to second and third. And D able to get the sacrifice bunt there to advance the runners. And now that puts Alex Thurston a chance to answer those 4 runs with one of his own, but not before we're going to get a visit on the mound here for Balch, as he's now at 69 pitches through 5 1/3 inning.
Yeah, so after that bunt by D there, got out, did a job. Calvillo was the first one out of the dugout there. Hey, great job. and then the rest of the guys followed. And you can tell these guys like each other a lot.
And you can tell D there, again, I mean, you're obviously going to take whatever sign the coach gives you, but it just shows what's the word I'm looking for? It shows that you're putting the team first in those types of situations. You're kind of sacrificing your own, I mean, stats or however you want to call it, but at the end of the day, you don't care what your stats are as long as the team wins.
Exactly. D could have went up there swinging for the fences, but instead he was like, you know what, let's just do a job. And the only way it could have been better was if he got it down the third baseline, but it doesn't seem like people practice bunting that much.
Yeah, there's always been like a certain stigma around bunting, and that's always like you just don't bunt. But here today, the Big Sticks, a sac bunt here advances both Rogers and Bunn to second and third. First pitch here on Thurston, inside, called strike one. And I mean, heck, if you look even in that fifth inning, Jackson Fisher laid down the bunt as well to get on base for the Big Sticks.
Yeah, you got two type of philosophies. You got gorilla ball, which is when people just go up there hacking, trying to hit the ball over the fence. And then you got small ball like that right there. And it's always nice to see some good small ball action.
It's the 0-1. A nice pitch for Thurston to swing at, but that one is going to foul, a slow grounder right in front of the dugout of the Moose. So that'll put Thurston in the 0-2 hole here. He's been struck out by Balch and then flew out into center field in his first at-bat.
Yeah, I think you're still feeling pretty confident with Thurston here, even with 0-2. He's just a guy that hits the ball hard.
He takes it into the outfield. It could send Bunn home, the 0-2. That one, 2 inside, and a bit high there on Thurston will make the count 1-2.
And if I remember correctly, it was a high fastball that he struck out on last time, so it was great to see him hold back there.
As in the bullpen for the Moo, looks to be Trey Nichols warming up. Balch's 1-2, a nice hit ball down the left field line. That one is going to be caught in foul territory. Bunn is going to tag up, and an awkward throw there in left field allows Bunn to be the first run across for the Big Sticks, as that sac fly from Thurston sends Bunn home. Nice hit ball down that left field line. So it was Semayoa able to catch that one, but wasn't in great position to fire it in the infield, and it only got as far as Harrington. Rogers stays at second, but the first run across here for the Big Sticks.
Yep, and they're checking to see if he left early there at third. Yep, I don't think he did.
Yeah, the home plate umpire, Jefferson Beck, agrees. And so the first run is across. We saw it yesterday 2 times. Both the Big Sticks and the Big Sticks and the Moo both had runners leave early. Lundmark was one of them on second, left early when he was tagging up to third, and then into a double play. As I can't remember who it was for the Moo yesterday. I believe it was Harrington that left early from second, as that first pitch against Singleton called strike one on the center fielder.
Yeah, but that sacrifice was set up. You got ambush fastball from Bunn, ambush fastball for Rogers, both single in there. And then you get D dropping that bunt down, and then all Thurston had to do is put the ball in the outfield.
And he did exactly what he needed to make it a 4-1 ball game, still in favor of the Moo. Singleton sits on that pitch, fouls it into the net, and that will put him in the 0-2 hole here. Longest at bat that Singleton's had tonight. He flew out to right field on the first pitch and then grounded to short on the first pitch in both at bats. As now here he's going to sit in the 0-2 count against Balch, looking to make it 6 complete innings against the Big Sticks.
Yeah, something big here from Singleton would be awesome. Get the momentum kind of back on the side of the Big Sticks.
Balch and Ida second, the 0-2. Strike 3 as that one into the zone gets Singleton looking, and that will be the third and final out of the bottom of the 6th inning. So 1 run across for the Big Sticks. The sac fly from Thurston sending Austin Bunn home makes it a 4-1 ball game. So headed to the top of the 7th. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
What do you use the internet for? Keeping in touch with family? Maybe business or education, perhaps entertaining like streaming movies. Smart home devices can also chew up a lot of bandwidth. Consolidated has spent more than a decade building their 10,000-mile fiber infrastructure so they can provide all their customers with the fastest symmetrical speeds in the region. Give us a call today for a free internet checkup to find out if you have enough speed and the right equipment to get the most out of your internet. Consolidated. Reach the world from here.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing.
To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
So let's say you buy one of those value meals and it costs you about $10. Then they give you one free value meal once a week for the rest of your life. That would be a pretty good deal, right? Well, at Dan Porter Motors, when you buy a vehicle, we give you free car washes for life, valued at about $10. Let's say you wash your vehicle twice a week for 10 years. That comes out to over $10,000. That's a pretty good deal. See Dan Porter Motors for your next vehicle and get free car washes for life.
Big Boy Toys.
And we are back here in the top of the 7th inning. The Big Sticks get their first run across after that sac fly from Thurston into foul territory, caught by Semayoa, but throw in not in time as Thurston able to send Austin Bunn home. And now new pitcher on the mound for the Big Sticks, the Maple Grove, Minnesota native, Logan Fragomeni. On the mound here, a first pitch hit high into left center field, and that one is going to land on the warning track. Singleton is going to have the throw in as Azpilicueta is able to get a leadoff double here to start things off in the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Azpilicueta there took the bat all the way down to first base. They're picking it up now right actually by first base. He thought that ball was gone.
I thought it was gone as well, but just held up in the air there as the wind is blowing into the direction that might hold it up towards the infield. So that'll put Azpilicueta on second here. Fragomeni now, first pitch against Harrington. That one called downstairs for ball one. Fragomeni has gotten credited with 2 wins and a loss. He's appeared in 14 games with 33 innings pitched, 36 strikeouts to 18 walks, and 34 hits allowed. Is that 1-0 pitch too far outside? 2-0 count now.
Yeah, Fragomeni's one of those guys that you'd like seeing come out the pen. I feel like he's made a couple spot starts at the beginning of the year. And so, I mean, good guy out the pen here. Hopefully he can bounce back from that leadoff double.
The 2-0 pitch here from Fragomeni. This one popped up high in the infield. Calvillo tracking it and able to make the grab. Azpilicueta, maybe a thought to go to second, but held up. And so for the first out of the inning, after giving up that double, a pop out from Tyler Harrington to Derek Calvillo brings up Jared Snyder.
Yeah, this 7th inning has kind of been the downfall of the Big Sticks the last couple games. I'm usually down there right by the Mood dugout doing the 7th inning stretch. If anyone's ever been to the Big Sticks games, you guys know how we do it, middle of the 7th. And we get a load of kids down there all yelling and screaming. And actually the Moo have been trying to buy their loyalty by giving them baseballs. But then they would be like, oh, never mind, and fake throw it. They get a couple kids every once in a while. But they're trying to get some fandom out here.
As that first pitch inside called ball one. And honestly, if I were a player, that's how I'd pay kids off. Just promise them with free baseballs. Why not?
Exactly. I've seen it a couple times after the game. Those kids that do end up getting a baseball from the Moo, they'll go down to their dugout and have the Moo guys sign it. And I'm like, traitors, guys, come on now.
It is nice to see that, though, from opposing teams, but yeah, a little bit tongue-in-cheek there, as that'll even the count up 1-1 as Snyder fouls that one off behind to make the count 1-1, and Fragomeni looking to prevent any more runs across here. Ida Azpilicueta at second, and then the 1-1. That one fouled once again. Snyder able to make the slightest of contacts with that ball, and it'll make the count a ball and 2 strikes here.
Oh, yeah, you're looking. Logan has a great slider that if he can get this outside and get the movement, just because of the way he does his windup and the stretch and the way he throws the ball, it makes the ball look like it slides a little bit further.
His 1-2. Swung on and missed. High fastball there. Gets the strikeout of Snyder. As Fragomeni now with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning, looking to make it, again, a scoreless inning for the Moo.
Oh, yeah, the high heat's one of the hardest pitches to lay off. Pumping it in at 86 on the gun here. Your eyes just light up, and you're like, I'm going to destroy this ball, and then before you know it, it's by you.
And Snyder, ice cream batter, 2 strikeouts tonight. Was able to score on that wild pitch by Lerma in the 6th inning. But now it'll be the top of the order. Kanan Dodge up to bat. First pitch by Fragomeni, too low. Dribbles in front of Rogers, not allowing Azpilicueta to move to third. Count 1-0 here.
Yeah, but the way Rogers is setting up behind the plate there, his right leg all the way stuck out. I don't know how he does it. I'm not that flexible. But it kind of puts him at a disadvantage where, like, he needs that ball to kind of be there, and that's that trust you have to have in your pitchers to put it, hey, if you're going to miss it, just miss it into my chest.
Is that 1-0 pitch too far inside on Dodge? Will make the count 2-0. Dodge laid down that bunt, which loaded the bases last inning for the Moo. Fragomeni's 2-0 again, attacking inside, but that'll be called ball 3 on Dodge. And a walk would put a runner on first and second. Bring up the center fielder, Ben Higdon.
Yeah, you can't give Dodge anything too good here. Got to nibble a corner.
Fragomeni's 3-0. That one down the pipe, called strike 1.
Yep, or just get it over the plate. Hey, 3-0, he's probably not swinging.
As now 3 balls and 1 strike here for Fragomeni. His pitch, too far inside, as I believe almost all of his pitches there were inside that were called balls on Dodge, and so Dodge disciplined, able to get to first with the 3-1 walk, and that brings up Ben Higdon. Runners at first and second and 2 outs here.
Yeah, and 3-1 walk, it hurts, but now you set up the force anywhere, so even if the ball goes over to Erlob over there at third, he can just step on the base.
It's that first pitch too far outside on Higdon, called ball 1. And we'll be back again tomorrow with the new series against the Gem City Bison. First time that we will see the Bison this season. So that 1-0 pitch too far outside makes the count 2-0, but it'll be just a short stay for the Bison, just 2 games before 4 away games in Laramie, Wyoming. Those games will be broadcasted, the away games, on Mixler, as that 2-0 pitch called strike 1. A little bit inside there on Higdon. Makes the count 2 balls and a strike here.
Yeah, I don't know how the series against the Bison here is going to top this one with the Moo. This has been a lot of fun the last 5 days.
You love seeing teams go back and forth at each other, and that's what the Moo and the Big Sticks have done this series. The 2-1 here gets the strike call outside, and Higdon, again, just checking to see where that pitch was with Jefferson Beck behind the plate, and that'll put 2s up on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Looks like they're going high here.
Fragomeni's pitch taken into high right center field, going back, and that one will land and be a ground rule double. And that will score 1 run for the Moo as Azpilicueta is going to move home. Luckily, one run did score there for the Moo, but luckily for the Big Sticks, that one actually exited play, as Kanan Dodge would have probably been easily able to make it home, and Ben Higdon may have been able to get the triple there. So one run across makes it a 5-1 ball game here in the top of the 7th inning, with 2 outs and Austin Baskin up to bat.
Yeah, for sure. I think he would have reached third base on that triple, and I think Dodge usually scores. So like you said, best case scenario.
As Fragamini and Rogers, a small discussion there. They just need an out here, the Big Sticks, but now only force out at first here. So if one were to ground to Erlob, he'd have to make a long throw across the diamond to first.
Yep, for sure. And it's one of the plays that they do all the time. This one goes over to Thurston at short, over to Calvillo, gets that third out and minimizes the damage.
There we go. 5-1, the Big Sticks. Their deficit back up to 4 as the Moo are able to put up a run here in the top of the 7th, headed to the bottom of the 7th. 5-1, the Fremont Moo lead. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
Welcome to the 2021-2022 school year at Dickinson State University. The DSU Heritage Foundation is excited to bring the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund to the DSU campus.
The Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund is comprised of your general and sport-specific giving, named scholarships, advertising, sponsorship of athletic programs, endowments, and program greatest needs support. Made possible by you, the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund and the DSU Heritage Foundation will award over $700,000 in athletic support for the 2021-2022 school year.
Donate to the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund today.
Visit us online at dsuheritagefoundation.org and help support Blue Hawk athletes in the classroom, in competition, and in our community.
Come soar with the Hawks.
It's more than an international nonprofit organization. The Fraternal Order of Eagles is all about people helping people. They donate more than $10 million a year to local communities, fundraisers, charities, and more. On the local level, the Eagles Club of Dickinson has been serving the community since 1940. They offer lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. They also specialize in banquets, weddings, anniversaries, benefits, and more. Not a member yet? Stop down and visit them today. The Eagles Club in Dickinson. Call 701-483-3561.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark, right there in the nick of time after that commercial break. But back here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Moo able to add another run to their total. 5-1 now. 5-1, the Moo lead the Big Sticks. And to start this bottom of the 7th inning off, it'll be the 9th batter, Alex Erlob, up to bat. Jackson Fisher and Carson Lundmark, all batters due up here. Balch still on the mound. His first pitch against Erlob goes outside for ball 1. Balch now up to 77 pitches through 6 innings. Outlasts Lerma in this pitcher's duel and has only surrendered a run. His 1-0 pitch, that one goes behind the head of Erlob. That'll make the count 2-0.
Yeah, those balls right there, you see it kind of in the major leagues. Guys take a little bit of exception to that, but just got away from Balch there. Erlob knew that. We'll move on. Next pitch.
That's the thing that has been a main theme throughout the season. I thought, I was taking some like major league games that I've seen. You see a lot of some of those pitches, and most of the time it's just, like you said, it's just pitch gets away from Balch there as he low and away there, 3-0 count, but not too many batters take exception to it, especially at this level. It's when you make that jump to the single-A, double-A, triple-A majors where you start to see some exceptions taken. That's where all those rivalries exist, though, which there are rivalries here in the Independence League, as that will be a 4-pitch walk of Erlob as he'll move to first for a leadoff walk. And Balch, again, I say this every time a pitcher starts getting to the twilight of their ball game, but that clock now has been started as to how long or how short of a leash that Balch has, and you do have to know exactly when to pull the plug on Balch's night. As I said, Trey Nichols into the in the bullpen for the Moo, and I'd imagine if he allows another runner on here and is unable to get an out, it might be the day for Balch. Balch again, another ball. That'll make it 5 in a row as Fisher takes that pitch. 1-0 count.
Yeah, exactly. Fisher's looking to do something here. He's got on base twice already today. So he's looking to keep it going, staying hot.
Twice out of 3 times, looking to make it now 3 out of 4. That pitch, 1-0, down the middle, called strike 1. Fisher seemed a bit unsure on whether he wanted to swing at that one or not. Maybe wish he had, as that'll even the count up 1-1.
Yeah, those are the ones where you kind of just like lean back and you're like, I missed it.
As Balch here, 82 pitches. His 83rd, that one upstairs and a bit outside. Will make the count 2 balls and a strike here. In the bottom of the 7th inning, again, the Big Sticks down 5-1, and with a little break in action. I'd like to thank you for joining us here, wherever you may be listening or watching, the Badlands Big Sticks YouTube page or their Mixlr page if you're listening. And then, of course, on Consolidated Channel 18. We appreciate you and can't wait to bring you more Big Sticks ball games as that 2-1 pitch, a great block to keep it in front of him. Spear behind the plate, as that'll be now a 3-1 count on Fisher, as Balch has only been able to find the strike zone 1 time in his last few pitches, albeit only 2 batters, but wants to avoid a walk here on Fisher. The 3-1 swung on, a chopper down the third base line will go foul. And now that'll be a full count here on the right fielder, Fisher.
Yep, it's not trying to do anything too, crazy here. If you actually look out in right field right now, he's playing far back. So a lot of green over there, and he's already gone that way once. So I can see it happening again.
If he can hit one into that area, it surely not only send him to first, but maybe get a runner to second. This one up and over the glove to second now. Runners out at second, but Fisher is going to be safe at first as Bookout was taken off the bag on that throw. So the fielder's choice there does get Erlob out, as Dodge was able to field it, flip it to Baskin, but the throw from Baskin to first takes Bookout off the bag, and so that will be just 1 out, and Carson Lundmark up to bat.
Yeah, I believe Erlaw probably did something to entice that throw to be up. He went in hard, nothing dirty, just hard, and caused the throw to be high.
And now we're going to get a time called here, and maybe a pitching change here. Precautionary.
Yeah, the Mooer coming out the dugout, so
it looks like that might do the day here for Balch, and he does hand the ball off. So in the bottom of the 7th inning, we'll get you the new pitcher for the Fremont Moo and a bit about him, with 1 out and a runner on first. But we'll take a short break first, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
Call 456 Loan right now. We roll up our sleeves, get your ducks in a row. For veterans and first timers too. We'll find the best home loan to get you into your new home. Meeting any hour for you. It's as simple as 456 LOAN. Call 456 Loan right now. 456 LOAN. Call 456 Loan right now.
ENG Lending, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Challenges and struggles are part of everyday life for all of us. At Infinity Real Estate Group, we don't back down and we take it all in stride.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go, girls!
In these struggles, there are no mistakes, only life lessons. We may not be that good at some things, but we do excel in real estate. We are Infinity Real Estate Group. Experience the Infinity way.
At Justin Glass, they specialize in window replacement and repair while keeping the structure and safety of the vehicle intact. With over 20 years of experience, Justin Glass works with all insurance companies and have the best cash prices in town. Looking for something fun? Stop by next door and enjoy a round of golf and a beverage with your friends in their golf simulator.
Drive by the rest, then come to the best, Justin Glass.
Now more than ever, your safety depends on choosing the right body shop to repair your vehicle. Unfortunately, not every body shop makes the investment to stay current. The technicians at Legend Auto Body of Dickinson are certified in the latest auto body repair techniques. And we use eco-friendly Sikkens paint for the best possible finish on your vehicle. We're also certified with most major insurance companies to return your frame or finish back to its original condition. For a job done right, call Legend Auto Body today.
And we are back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. A new pitcher on the mound here for the Fremont Moo, as that will do the day for Nick Balch. Balch, 6 1/3 inning, did give up 6 hits, but it's only that one run given up, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. How many runs the teams are able to put across. 4 walks of Big Sticks batters and 2 strikeouts. So he was able to rely on his infield and outfield when need be to see out 6 1/3 inning. And the new pitcher, Trey Nichols, on the mound for the Moo. He's pitched in a handful of games. I'm not going to go through all of it, but 15 1/3 inning, 18 strikeouts, 4 walks, and only 14 hits allowed. So he's got a 1.76 ERA, looking to shut the door on the Big Sticks as that first pitch against Carson Lundmark low, called ball 1.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you bring in this guy here, keep Big Sticks at bay, just don't let him get going.
Trey Nichols from Midland University in Fremont, Nebraska, as that pitch outside gets Lundmark looking, and that will even the count up 1-1 here as the sun has set in Dickinson, North Dakota, as we are just at 8:30 as the 1-1 low swung on and missed by Lundmark. Lundmark 1 for 3 today with a base hit in that 3rd inning and was able to reach first in the 5th inning off of the fielder's choice.
Yeah, I think he's still trying to do some damage here, but with 2 strikes, he's going to shorten up here and hopefully drive something probably the other way.
So that 1-2 pitch misses high and will even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. And now maybe it just happened in this inning. I don't know for sure, but Coach Cam Johnson back in the third base coaching box, and Guevara at first as this one grounded up to the mound. Nichols with the throw to second in time, and Lundmark will be called safe at first. And that will bring 2 outs here. As the Big Sticks today, they've only seen 1 runner get to 3rd today, and that was Austin Bunn. And that's the lone run on the board here. And now Derek Calvillo with 2 outs here, who's 0 for 3 today, looking to get that first hit. And on a new pitcher, Trey Nichols.
Yeah, Nichols and Balch both seem like they had the same idea. You let a guy get on first base, get a ground ball. That was another close to being another double play. There we go.
So that first pitch called strike 1 on Calvillo. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, only 4 runs. We've seen the Big Sticks explode for many runs in a lot of games this season. Is that 0-1 off speed swung on and missed low. And that will put Calvillo in the 0-2 hole here, with Nichols searching for that first strikeout in his appearance here against the Big Sticks.
Yeah, that 0-2, he can do a lot here. But like I said earlier, Calvillo's a good hitter, has a great eye, so it's going to be hard to get him.
Nichols on the 0-2, a well-hit ball into left center field, and that one is not going to drop. Instead, it drops into the glove of Samayoa in left center for the 3rd and final out of the inning. So the Big Sticks, runner on first, unable to advance any of them that got to first. Lundmark, Fisher, and Erlob, as that will be the third and final out of the inning. So 5-1, the Moo will take the lead, headed to the top of the 8th inning. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
Digging it. The 811 game. Will you play by the rules? Choose your location. City home. Choose your project. Fence. Let's get started. Sure you're ready? Continue. Hold on. There's a whole network of utilities starting just inches underground. Call before you dig, or it could be game over. Stay on top of your game. Call 811 or visit nd1call.com.
Make the most of your summer with a quick stop at Rosie's Food and Gas in South Dickinson. You'll find everything from live bait to lottery tickets. Pick up a hunting or fishing license, or even borrow a life jacket. Cool off with a for real ice cream shake, or pick up a snack on the way to the Big Sticks game. Rosie's Food and Gas, 1 block west of the Astoria Field in Dickinson.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety,
Efficiency. Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
and the co-op
Is me.
And we are back here in the top of the 8th inning. Only 2 more innings for the Big Sticks to try and either send this game into extras or maybe get another walk-off winner. But first, they got to shore things up on the defensive side. As to lead things off in the top of the 8th inning, it'll be the catcher, Matt Spear, who was one of the 2 walks in that 6th inning. Besides that, he's grounded out to first and then grounded into a double play. As that first pitch swung on and missed there by Spears. That'll make the count 0-1.
I'm just looking at the outfield right now. It looks like Singleton's pretty much playing in right center, but he didn't take Bunn with him.
As that 0-1 pitch comes quick there for Fragamini, and that one misses low and a bit away, evening the count up at 1-1. Fragamini ready to go as this 1-1 is taken to second here. D with the field, and the throw to Calvillo at first for the first out of the inning. And I don't know, maybe it's just my vision up here, and you're constantly been watching baseball for the last 2.5 hours, but Fragamini looked like he kind of sped up his cadence there in that at-bat.
Yeah, it seemed like he started working quick. For some pitchers, that just lets them get into a rhythm. And I've seen it where, as a hitter, you see a pitcher start speeding up. You go into the box, you call timeout, immediately step out just to mess with the pitcher's timing.
First pitch swung on and fouled behind here by Semayoa. Semayoa hit that double, the 2 RBI double, which gave the Moo their 4-0 lead in that top of the 6th inning. Now down in the count 0-1. Fragamini's pitch swung on, cracked down the third base line, fielded it by Erlob, and the throw across the diamond in time as Erlob able to field that one confidently and bring the second out for the Fremont Moo.
Yeah, that was a great play by Erlob. Great strong throw. A lot of people don't know it. They see the catcher throw down to second all the time, and they're like, wow, that's a really far throw. Well, it's the same distance from third to first, and even Erlob was even back almost towards the outfield grass when he fielded that ball. So that ball, he's throwing that ball over 120 feet easily.
As the first pitch here from Fragamini, low, called ball 1, and as we've seen with Book out, the infield shifted over to the right with Erlob playing in the infield grass here, as that pitch called strike 1 on Book out.
Yeah, so there's some hitters, they're called just dead pull. And I think that's what we found out in Bookow, where he's just going to pull the ball. And so they got Thurston pretty much playing to the right side of second base with D and Calvillo backed up towards the grass. And so they're just expecting either a hard ground ball here or even our outfield shifted to the right side as well.
2-1 swung on and missed there at that low pitch Bookout. And that'll even the count, put 2s up across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here.
And this would be a great opportunity for Bookout just to look the other way because he has a lot of real estate.
2-2. He tries to go the other way, but that one will go up and over the ballpark here and foul. And that will make it the 5th pitch. Now the 6th pitch of this at bat for Fragomeni. And quick there, 2-2 pitch. That one misses upstairs, and that will set up a full count here with 2 outs, trying to go 3 up, 3 down. Fragomeni 3-2. This one swung on, popped up high in the air. Thurston in very, very shallow center field, able to catch that one for the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down. Side is retired for the Moo as we'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning and see if the Big Sticks can cut into this 4-run deficit. But we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
At Sachs Motor Company, we would like to thank our military and first responders for all you do for our communities and our country by offering our military and first responder dealership VIP program. Just present a valid form of ID or proof of employment and you'll receive the GM supplier discount on new vehicles or $500 off pre-owned vehicles. You'll also receive 15% off on most service and parts. Get additional benefits by joining the GM My Rewards program. See SachsMotor.com for more details. And from our family to yours, thank you. Chevy, find new roads.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
Clogged or slow-moving drains are no match for Josh and his licensed techs at Unplugged Drain Cleaning of Dickinson. They provide 24-hour service to solve all your sewer problems, using only the best equipment along with the latest drain camera technology to resolve issues while maintaining the integrity of your pipes. They take pride in thoroughly explaining your options, providing free estimates and great service, and making sure your issues are resolved permanently. Contact Unplugged Drain Cleaning at 701-290-9737 or online at unpluggeddrains.com.
And we are back here into the bottom of the 8th inning. 6 outs for the Big Sticks to try and score 4 runs with Trey Nichols on the mound here. He did pitch in that 4-3 win for the Big Sticks. 2 innings pitched. He allowed 2 hits and 2 runs to score as he was that pitcher on the mound in that walk-off single from Corey Brownson as that 1-0 pitch on Austin Bunn too far inside. We'll make the count 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, this is a great approach from Bunn. He's seen 2 already, now it's 2-0. He's looking for something to attack.
2-0 pitch. This is going to be a chopper to the third baseman. The throw to first goes wayward, takes Book out off the bag as Austin Bunn's able to reach first. The tag not put down in time, and that errant throw from Harrington at third will be the first error of the night for the Moo and allow the leadoff batter to get on first. But for the Big Sticks, they've had that happen already. I mean, this will make it the 3rd inning in a row that the leadoff batter has gotten on first and only 1 run across.
Yeah, that throw looked very awkward from Harrington. It almost seemed like he thought he had more time than he had. Bunn is deceivingly fast. He gets down the line pretty quick. And so I think that caused him to throw the ball a little bit errant.
Daniel Rogers had a base hit last time he was up on the first pitch. That one, watches that one go by low. Good trap behind the plate from Spear. Not letting that ball go behind him. As I said, Nichols, the pitcher that was credited with the loss after Corey Brownson was able to get a single to send 2 runs home. This pitch taken up and over the concourse behind the park, as that'll make the count even at a ball and a strike here.
Yeah, but as this game's going into the bottom of the 8th, or as we are in the bottom of the 8th, dead center field, full moon, huge, just coming right over the hill. And soon you'll be able to see it from the stands here.
So that pitch fouled behind here from Rogers to make the count 1-2. Yeah, no, it's definitely, I don't know, maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it here tonight, but it seems a lot larger than it was last night. Last night it was already really bright, but you see a peak across the horizon there. As this 1-2's taken into right field, that one's going to drop, and they're going to send Austin Bunn to third here. And so a base hit for Daniel Rogers will give the Big Sticks a bit of life here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Rogers took that one down the right field line, and because of how far back Azpilicueta is playing in right field, any ball that's hit short, such as Rogers there, it's going to take him a great distance it's going to be a great distance for him to cover in right field. And so that'll put runners on the corners with no outs, and Sean D now up to bat for the Big Sticks.
Yeah, it's just that easy for Rogers. See ball, hit ball. That's all you need to do.
Batting .416 for a reason in college. Is that one called strike one upstairs and outside corner, is able to get the call off of Beck behind the plate, as that'll make the count 0-1.
And a little trick we did at our JUCO here, if we had runners on the corners, we're not stealing the guy at first, but since the first baseman's holding him on, we're bunting towards him.
As that 0-1 pitch is taken foul off into the parking lot to the right side of the ballpark, and that'll put D in the 0-2 hole here. But in that in the 4th inning, he had that 0-2 hole and was able to get a base hit. And like you said, it wouldn't surprise me, because we have seen the Big Sticks bunt a couple runs home. As that 0-2 pitch misses low and away, called ball one.
That was a really good take by D there. Usually what happens in a situation like this, you're down, you got a good RBI chance, you get a little swing happy, but he's able to regroup and just take the pitch low.
Nichols on the 1-2. This one swung on and once again taken foul and out of play by D. That'll make the count stay a ball and 2 strikes here. As I said, runners on the corners, bunt at third. He was able to get on off of the air from Harrington at third, and then Rogers able to reach first on his base hit into right field.
Yeah, you got to make those errors hurt, just like how the Moo have made walks hurt for us.
Nichols on the 1-2. That one too high. And D, again, great discipline there. Holds off on that high fastball to make the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, D's able to use the whole field, so he's just looking to get the barrel on something.
Nichols 2-2. Swung on by D. This one hit to third, and they're going to try for the double play, but that ball escapes into right field. And now Rogers is heading to third. The throw in time, they're going to say. Rogers tagged out at third, and Johnson with hands on his head can't believe it that they're going to call Rogers out at third there. So a run does come across there, and D is able to reach first here, as we'll take another look at this throw in. Very close, but they're going to say that his foot did touch the glove of Harrington at third. And so a run does score, making it a 5-2 ball game, as another error for the Moo allows for a run to put across. And with 1 out here after Rogers is tagged out at third, it's just Sean D at first. First pitch swung on, a high hit ball into right center field, giving chase is Higdon, and short of the warning track, catches that one as Alex Thurston flies out into center field for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, and then just going back to that throw from Azpilicueta, that was a great throw. Came up without any hesitation, just fired that thing in the third, and when we seen it on the interview or the replay over here, he got him. The ball beat him to the bag, put the tag down.
That kills a bit of momentum for the Big Sticks. No outs before that first out of Rogers at third. But again, you got to be aggressive, especially when you're down, as it looks like instead of Jaden Singleton, we are going to see Corey Brownson, the walk-off in the first game, and a chance to keep this inning going with 2 outs. As Corey Brownson will take the place of Jaden Singleton. Maybe not in center field. We'll see how they switch it around, or if they keep the position with Brownson in center. First pitch here, outside part of the zone, called strike 1 on Corey Brownson.
Yeah, I think they like the lefty-righty matchup, and then also Aspiqueta out there and right. He's so deep out there that if Brownson can just slip something into the grass and in the right field, we're moving to third.
The 0-1 there low, and Spear called to action there to keep that one from allowing D to reach second on a wild pitch. Evens the count up at 1-1. Obviously, in the first game of the series, Brownson single up and over the center of the infield scored the 2 runs, which would give the Big Sticks the 4-3 win. That 1-1 pitch inside and low drops down, and that one will be called ball 2 on Brownson.
Exactly. Brownson's looking to kind of do what he did last time in that first game of the series against even the same guy. Just poke the ball up the middle, keep the line moving.
That 2-1 pitch misses, called ball 3, and now that will make the count 3 balls and 1 strike here on Corey Brownson, as Nichols looks to avoid his first walk in his inning and a third pitched. The 3-1, now one misses upstairs, ball 4, and that will be a walk of Corey Brownson and move Sean D to second. Even though that did get another runner on here for the Big Sticks, it kind of opens a little bit more for the Moo to get that last out of the inning. It's now force out at first, second, and third. And now, after Corey Brownson was able to get the walk, Cade Austinson is going to be the pinch runner at first for the Big Sticks. So right as I cross Gene Singleton's name and put Corey Brownson's, I'm going to have to erase Corey Brownson's name and put Cade Austinson, as now Austinson will more than likely be in center field for the Big Sticks. And Alex Erlob up to bat here. Erlob went 4 for 4 in yesterday's ball game, was the player of the game. First pitch swung on, popped up high in the air in the infield, book out, tracking it on the first baseline and catching it for the third out of the inning. But the Big Sticks are able to put a run across here and make it a 5-2 ball game, and will make it 3 runs that they'll need to score heading to the 9th inning. But first we'll see the Moo up to bat, so we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
Farming and ranching are more than just jobs. It's your way of life, and financially you want to work with somebody who understands your way of life. More ag, less aggravation. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
If you're looking for a home loan or want to refinance your existing loan, the single smartest thing you can do is go to a credit union like Western Cooperative. We make it easy, you make it home. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean-burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most, with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve.
If you have a ding, give me a ring. Western Dent fixes minor dents without painting. Visit our shop or call us for mobile service. For a free estimate, call Western Dent in Dickinson at 260-2803, your paintless dent repair specialist.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities, from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
And we are back here in the top of the 9th inning as this game, close one at 5-2, as the Big Sticks are able to put one run up in that bottom of the 8th inning. Moses Dokes now on the mound, and his first batter that he'll face is Nico Espelcueta. But Moses Dokes, just a bit about him, a new arrival on the team, arrived in the Casper Series and pitched 2 innings, which he gave up 2 hits, 1 strikeout in the 8 batters that he faced. That pitch too high, evens the count up at 1-1. And my mistake, it's wrong in point streak, because I do remember he only pitched 1 inning for the Big Sticks in that ball game, but was able to get 3 outs of the Horseheads. And then against the Moo, he pitched, as that one's taken foul down the right field line, up and over and into the parking lot to make the count 1-2. He was in that 15-4 loss 3 days ago against the Moo, where he faced 3 batters and was pulled before getting an out. So we'll see if Dokes can keep this lead. Just a 3 for the Moo. The 1-2 swung on and missed by Espelcueta. Escapes Rogers. Dropped third, but Calvillo will step on first as Dokes gets his 2nd strikeout this season. First one at home here in front of the home fans for the first out of the top of the 9th inning.
And very good there from Dokes. That's what you need. Top of the 9th inning. We need outs. Cannot give up any runs. We're already chasing 3. So he's in here to shut him down.
It's the 7, 8, 9 batters due up, and these would be the perfect batters for Dokes to face, as this one is chopped foul in front of the Big Sticks dugout. Makes the count 0-1 here on Tyler Harrington.
Let's see, when Dokes showed up, really cool guy, started talking to him. I actually convinced him that I was the starting first baseman for the Big Sticks.
That's great.
Until I showed up the next day in my intern polo, and he was like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Ah, dude, I'm hurt."
As this 0-1 pitch misses upstairs, a bit outside, evens the count up at a ball and a strike here on Harrington. As now the 1-1 pitch here from Dokes. Swung on, foul tip there by Harrington into the glove of Rogers behind the plate. Makes the count 1-2. And I almost forgot to say, Kate Austinson now in center field, taking the place of Brownson, who took the place of Singleton in that top of the 8th, or the bottom of the 8th inning. As this 1-2 is hit to Austinson, high into center field, tracking it back, unable to make the grab. That one falls on the warning track, as that will be a double here for Harrington. With 1 out, so he moves to second here. First hit of this top of the 9th inning. That one being the first hit of Harrington's night. So now Jared Snyder into the box here. 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning, but has been struck out 2 times. Once by Lerma and then once by Fragamini. Dokes here now having to deal with the runner at second. First pitch. That one trying to get the swing off of Snyder. He's able to hold off on that low pitch. Makes the count 1-0.
Yeah, but again, we're down here at the 9th spot with Snyder. And we've done well at attacking him, like you said, with Lerma and Fragamini both going at him, and see if Dokes can do it as well.
Dokes here on the 1-0. Off speed, gets the strike call to even the count up at 1-1, and now Rogers goes out to talk with Dokes here.
Yeah, so he just got crossed up there. I think whatever signs they're using with a runner at second, they might have been like, okay, Dokes must have misread it. Rogers is just going out there to make sure, hey, if I'm calling curveball, throw a curveball.
As that pitch ended up working out for Dokes, as Snyder watched it go by for strike 1. And now Dokes here. Look back, then the 1-1. This off speed popped up in the infield and into the glove of D at second. So that one just a looping pop up, as that will be the 2nd out of the inning for the Moo. And now bring up the top of the lineup, Kanan Dodge. Now up to bat with 2 outs here and trying to send Harrington home from second to add an insurance run before heading to the bottom of the 9th inning.
Yeah, I've been looking at Dodge's bat all night. I thought it was just the netting here in front of us that made the bat look a little bit weird, but it looks like he just has What is that, just some stripes on it? Just a different,
looks like it.
different type of style. I mean, hey, I'm all for it.
Stokes here looking to make it last batter face. First pitch, gets the strike call in the outside zone. Makes the count 0-1 here. Stokes looking to make it an inning pitched here in the top of the ninth, and only one hit given up. Stokes is 0-1. That curveball misses too high, called ball one to even the count up here. 3 pitchers used for the Big Sticks tonight. Lerma threw 6, 7 strikeouts, and then 4 runs across, only one of them being earned. Then Fragamini in relief of Lerma. And now Dokes on the 1-1. This one is going to be a chopper to short here. Thurston with the field. Quick throw to first in time. So the Big Sticks able to stave off Harrington at second on that ground out by Kanan Dodge. And so that gives the Big Sticks one last chance here to try and even this game up, or heck, maybe we'll get another walk-off in the bottom of the 9th inning, down 5-2. But first, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, more Big Sticks baseball.
After the game, stop by Blue 42 Grill and Bar and top off the evening with a burger and beer. Blue 42 is a great place to meet your friends after the Big Sticks game. Try one of our 24 rotating beers we have on tap, and while we specialize in handcrafted burgers, our appetizers are out of this world. Log on to blue42grill.com for a complete menu and to see what beers we have on tap. Blue 42 Grill and Bar, located in historic downtown Dickinson. See you after the game.
We share the same frustrations, and the same things make us proud. We witnessed their first smile together. We are here for you when you need us most. CHI St. Alexius Health. Imagine better health.
One of the kids asked, "Why are you helping us?" It just made me realize that this is why I'm doing it. Because of that question right there, we're going to be working with the University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital.
We don't just want to be the face of something, we want to get involved and do good things for other people because it makes you feel good.
From day one, Choice Bank has been extremely excited to partner with us. When you have partners and people that are that committed to what you're doing, that's when you have success, and that's when you are able to help more people and make a difference.
And we are back here in the bottom of the 9th inning. One last chance here for the Big Sticks. Down 5-2 against the Fremont Moo, as this game is going to decide who wins this 5-game series. As Jackson Fisher, top of the lineup, due up here for the Big Sticks. First batter is Nichols still on the mound. First pitch into the zone, called strike one, as Fisher has been able to get on base 3 out of his 4 at-bats. One his last time where he got a hit, he put that bunt down as he swings and misses at this 0-1 pitch on that low and away to make it an 0-2 count, and then he had that double to lead things off in the bottom of the 1st inning.
Yeah, the Big Sticks are set up here to do some damage. You got your 1-2-3 starting you off, and that's exactly who you need up at the plate.
This 0-2 is going to be a chopper to short. The throw to first, one bouncing into the glove of Bookout, as Baskin and Bookout able to combine there for the first out of the inning, as that ball, as they tried doing around the horn there, fired it all the way down and into left field. Foul territory. But now just 2 outs left for the Big Sticks to try and put some runs home here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Carson Lundmark is going to be up to bat here. He was able to reach first on the fielder's choice last time he was up to bat. So now first pitch from Nichols. That one called strike one. Outside part of the zone.
Yeah, can't do anything with that if you're Carson. You're just kind of looking at it. You're just like, all right, well, that happened.
Nichols is 0-1 there. That one low, swung on and missed from Lundmark. So now that's 2 batters in a row for the Big Sticks in the 0-2 count.
And this is probably where Lundmark doesn't want to be. 0-2, a lot of pressure on him here. Hopefully he can just take a deep breath, relax, fight off this next pitch.
The 0-2 outside, called strike 3. As Lundmark watches that one go by, as Nichols is able to get a strikeout here for the second out of the inning.
And that's what happens a lot when you chase the ball down in the dirt. You're like, all right, I swung at a bad pitch. I'm going to make sure this next pitch is like really good before I swing at it. But when you got 2 strikes on you just like there, it happens. You get in your own mind, and then it just froze Lundmark.
And now with just 1 out remaining, Derek Calvillo up to bat. 0 for 4 today, Calvillo. First pitch from Nichols, that one bounces before home plate, and that'll make the count 1-0 here, as that's the first ball that Nichols has pitched in this bottom of the 9th inning. What a time to have that type of an inning, as he looks to, as I said, close this game out for the Moo and take a series victory from the Big Sticks. That 1-0 is swung on and fouled by Calvillo to even the count up at 1-1.
Yeah, with Calvillo being 0 for 4 today, there's a saying, you're either hot or you're due. And Calvillo's due for one right here.
We'll see if Calvillo can keep the Big Sticks alive here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Again, in the final game of this series, 2 more home games tomorrow and on Thursday, as this pitch taken down the right field line into the Moo's bullpen, as that'll make the count a ball and 2 strikes, and just 1 strike away for the Fremont Moo to close the door on the Big Sticks.
Nichols has been looking really confident up there. He looks comfortable. I think this is a good bounce back from him from the first game.
The 1-2 swung on. It's going to be a grounder to short here. Baskin with the field. The throw to first in time. And the Big Sticks fall in the final game of the series against the Fremont Moo, 5-2, as the Fremont Moo win the series 3-2 over the Big Sticks. But that will do it here. 5 hits tonight for the Moo. They're able to score 5 runs with 2 errors. The Big Sticks 2 runs across, 7 hits and 2 errors themselves. But Sam, one last time, I don't know if you'll be joining up here again, but it was an unfortunate loss, but a great first game from you.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was a great way to end out the series. I had a lot of fun up here. And hey, maybe we'll do just one more.
Maybe we'll get one more up here in the press box. But we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll get you the post-game show. So don't go anywhere, folks. More Big Sticks baseball on the way.
It's been a difficult year for some of us, and Consolidated is here to help by providing the affordable connectivity program to qualifying customers. If anyone in your household qualifies for certain government benefits, Consolidated may be able to reduce your current broadband bill by up to $30 a month. Visit acpbenefit.org to learn more and to see if you qualify. Consolidated. Reach the world from here.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing. To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
I wonder how much my car is worth. I just don't drive it anymore.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
I'm tired of my old car. I just want something different.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
What about boats and campers?
Dan Porter Motors will buy it. Now, for a limited time, Dan Porter Motors will give you the most for your car, boat, pickup, camper, motorcycle, jet ski, tractor. You get the picture. Just stop in, give them the keys, and they'll write you a check. It's that simple. See Dan Porter Motors, 58601.
Big Boy Toys.
Welcome to the 2021-2022 school year at Dickinson State University. The DSU Heritage Foundation is excited to bring the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund to the DSU campus.
The Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund is comprised of your general and sport-specific giving, named scholarships, advertising, sponsorship of athletic programs, endowments, and program greatest needs support. Made possible by you, the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund and the DSU Heritage Foundation will award over $700,000 in athletic support for the 2021-2022 school year.
Donate to the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund today.
Visit us online at dsuheritagefoundation.org and help support Blue Hawk athletes in the classroom, in competition, and in our community.
Come soar with the Hawks.
And we're back here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark with head coach Cam Johnson. Cam, 5-2 loss for you guys tonight. We'll talk about more of the better side of things. Jonathan Lerma, though, 6 innings tonight. Yeah. He did a great job. It's just that 4th inning where, 4 runs for the Moo, and they were able to take the lead the rest of the game.
That's kind of been the story of us, is the one big inning, and the bats just weren't there tonight. And so, the 4 runs didn't look very good, but we should have had a lot more than 4. So, we talked about last night how they were going to respond at the plate after doing so well. And again, that's the one thing we have to get over is, we got to learn to string these big games together more often, because we can do that. We got a really talented lineup. And so, obviously not our best performance. I'm not upset. We just played hard. Ball could have, fell our way a couple more times and it would have been a different situation. So, pretty good on all aspects.
And especially after you guys had the walk-off win, first game of the series, then those 2 games where the Moo really dominated. But these last 2 games, you really made it competitive against the Fremont Moo.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, going forward, our biggest challenge is, to really provide that energy every single game, no matter what. Not whether it's just the close games or the ones that are 8-2. Like, it's showing up every single pitch, and we just got to be better on that end of it, baseball side.
Awesome. Well, Cam, we'd like to thank you for joining us here. The Big Sticks will be back in action tomorrow against the Gem City Bison. 6:20 game time. Those 2 games will be tomorrow, and then Thursday before a road trip for the Big Sticks. But again, series loss here today for the Big Sticks, 3-2 to the Fremont Moo. The Moo take this last game 5-2 over the Big Sticks. But now, almost done here. Like to send out my thank you to everyone at Consolidated Channel 18 who makes this possible. Like to thank Sam for joining me up, Sam Young for joining me up in the broadcast booth today. And like to thank everyone, as I said, at Consolidated Channel 18 for making this possible. But 5-2, the Big Sticks fall in the final game of the series against the Moo. And as always, have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.